On behalf of Dr. Jared Cleveland, Superintendent of the Springdale Public Schools, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's our pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of the Bulldog Sports Network. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns coming to you live from Bentonville, Arkansas for tonight's 7A West contest between the Bentonville Tigers and your Springdale Bulldogs. It's a big one for the Dogs, trying to qualify for the 7A playoffs. Unlike last year, only the top 6 in each conference going to make the playoffs. Springdale right in the middle of it. Needs a win tonight against Bentonville or next week against Southside. Let's bring in my partner, Drew Barrett. Drew, good to see you. It is maybe the major story tonight, the weather. It is 45 degrees. It is blustery outside. It has rained all week here in northwest Arkansas. Field's in great shape. I was down on it coming into the stadium tonight. Field's, it's a turf field, so nothing to worry about there. But the wind is something. It's 11 miles an hour, and for those that will be watching on the television, it will be coming right at us here in the press box. It's not blowing left to right on the field. It's coming straight across, and for passing and for kicking, that's a big deal.
Oh, it definitely is a big deal. It's something that could play a huge factor in this game, and hopefully the wind helps out Springdale a little bit more than it does Bentonville. But man, this is a palace. This is my first year up here in the natural state, and especially up here in northwest Arkansas, really getting to learn what 7A football is all about. And look no further than right here at Bentonville. I walked up and thought, I'm at a stadium nicer than Tulsa. Than the University of Tulsa I was at a few weeks ago.
It is nicer than Skelly Stadium. It was originally built and then modified, and a couple of years ago they tried to get the Division III national title game up here. Facilities are certainly top notch. We're broadcasting from a booth that is it is soundproof. It is nice. It's really warm in here.
Heated,
it's heated, which is fantastic.
All these other
for us.
people have their jackets on. I need to. I'm already down to short sleeves.
Yeah, we're down to short sleeves and shorts. So it's going to be a cold night. I think this plays right into what Springdale wants to do, which is run the football. Bentonville. I was talking with Brett Hobbs earlier this week. This is not a vintage Bentonville team. They're 6-2 on the year. They're 4-1. Still a very good football team, but by Bentonville standards, this team's taken a little bit of a step back. They're not going to win the conference title for the first time in 14 years.
Yeah, and that's kind of a weird thing when you speak about it. You say this just isn't a Tigers team that everybody seems to be proud of and the community's really rallying around by. And you look at statistics, you look at the wins, you go 6-2, 4-1, and well, that's just the high standard that they set up here in Bentonville, Arkansas. So senior night here for these Tigers, and hopefully Springdale could come in and play spoilers because, like you said to start off the broadcast, need that one more game, need that one more victory either tonight or next week at home against Southside. And, man, would it not feel great to get it here, a place and against a team that you haven't beaten since the split in 06.
Yeah, Springdale's 1-14 against this Bentonville bunch since the split. It hasn't gone particularly well, especially the last couple of years. But Jody Grant's under a little bit of fire. The guy is 64-16 as the coach here in Bentonville. But was reading some message boards earlier this week.
Is he coaching at Alabama?
Apparently, because this might be one of the down years. Now they split a couple of years ago, 6 years ago. Bentonville West split. So you may be starting to feel the effects of that a little bit. They've run through the league in the last couple of years, and he's starting to feel a little heat, taking some heat on the message boards. This is, Drew was asking me before the game, what is it about this team? It's like Old Man River, man. I mean, this team they're good at a lot of things, maybe not great at everything.
Well, ultimately, you really do need that one thing that you're great at, right? That one thing that you can always turn to, one thing that hey, if nothing else is working, we've got this. We're clicking on all cylinders. And while you like to be good at everything, you still need that one great thing, the thing that sets you apart from other teams that can get the job done. And hopefully Springdale, especially if defense comes out and plays the way that we know that they can play without the mistakes. That's been the main thing that we've seen all year from this Red Dog defense and from this Red Dog team in general is just the little mistakes that just constantly keep nipping them in the butt, keep constantly ruining drives, costing them momentum. If they can, stop that and play a mentally sound game. Now, penalties are going to happen. It's football. That's just without saying that things like this are going to happen. But if they can get away with not the personal fouls, not the false starts, not the legal man downfield type of thing, this could be a ball game.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping for. Springdale comes in 1-7, 1-4 in conference play, and my conversation with Brett Hobbs is coming up on the other side of the break. Drew and I will be back after that to set up the game, and then we'll kick it off. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network. Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Joining us, as he always does, is the head coach of the Dogs, Brett Hobbs. Coach, good to see you. 2 months into the season, I ask this question periodically, and you took over after spring practice started, and it's obviously things go 1,000 miles an hour over the summer, and then even into fall practice, and eventually things start to slow down. What's the biggest thing you've learned from day one to today, just taking over a program like Springdale?
I think the biggest thing is just organization, as far as when to do things at certain times, not trying to get overwhelmed, and then just trying to stay on top of everything. And, luckily I've got some experienced coaches on staff, and then also some coaches in the conference that I can kind of lean on and talk to if I have any questions.
You've been dealing with some injuries lately. You're going to get some guys back this week. Kane Pinto, he was dealing with a leg injury. He's a key cog because he does so many things for you. He's on the special teams. He's your backup quarterback. He plays some linebacker for you. So getting guys back is certainly got to make you feel better going into Bentonville.
Yeah, it does. Anytime you can get some guys back, especially starters, that's really going to help us. Brandon Lauder will be coming back. I'm not sure how much he's going to be playing since he's been off since the Heritage game. But Kane, he's probably going to be playing a little bit of outside linebacker, but also safety because of what they do offensively with so many tight ends that we need somebody to be able to come downhill and be able to make tackles.
Let's talk about Davon Sparks a little bit. Three weeks in a row, 100 yards plus, all-purpose yards. He's up around 150. He's leading the team in that particular area. I mean, this is a guy that at 145, 150 pounds isn't your traditional downhill runner, but he runs pretty well in between the tackles.
He really does. And, that was one thing that as he started coming back that we really try to emphasize as far as not trying to bounce everything. If you see, his runs versus Heritage versus, now against Fayetteville and other teams, I mean, he's sticking his nose up in there. But also we're trying to find different ways to where we can get him the ball, on the perimeter to where he can be in the open field, with one-on-one matchups.
I want to ask you a little bit about sort of this time of year. There's a lot of films out there. Bentonville's obviously seen what you guys do, and you've been throwing some wrinkles in here and there, and one of those is Mackenzie Reed, lineman. Now, I had to ask you during the week, who's 27?
Right.
That was Mackenzie Reed. You're moving him into the tight end spot. Getting into that, tight ends are real important in modern-day football.
Right, and, we're going to be going with our, a tight end, fullback set, trying to just slow the game down. We're going to try to milk the clock a little bit, get downhill, try to be physical, and hopefully that'll get the safeties and linebackers up to where we can possibly get a one-on-one with Chris Cortez.
I think the Landon Phipps appreciation tour continues for some, not just how he plays the game and all the yards that he accumulates, but some of the shots he takes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the toughest kids I've ever seen. A couple of years ago, Jack Lindsay was sacked 10 times against Northside, and I said that may be the toughest performance I've ever seen. Right. Landon's put together 8 of those.
Right. I know it is. It's unbelievable, and that's one thing that I've emphasized to our coaches and our team that not only is he the hardest worker, but he is the toughest kid that I've ever coached, and he just continues to just get back up each and every play, and I think it's just because of how much it means to him. Not only this program, but this team, and also just being a leader to the rest of the players.
Third play of the game against Fayetteville, Landon takes off, a long touchdown run. And one of the things that maybe gets overlooked, and I've looked at the play about 15 different times, is the downfield blocks. Your receivers do more than just catch the football. Junior Reina, Chris Cortez throwing key blocks down the field. It's an underrated aspect for those guys.
Absolutely, and something that they take pride in. I think Danners Wiley, he also does a good job, and he caught some really tough.
He has one of the greatest catches in school history. I mean, he turned to 360, caught that thing one-handed.
I was hoping he'd put it more on him, and hopefully we'd get a little bit more out of it. But he did make a good play. But those guys, and I think that's just taking pride in the team, and kind of changing the mindset as far as it's for the team. And even though they're not getting the ball, they're not being selfish. They're trying to do whatever they can for the team to be successful.
Although the record doesn't reflect it, you guys have hung around with some really good teams. I mean, you put a scare into Fayetteville last week. I mean, you're this close to being, 3 or 4 wins. I mean, how do you keep them motivated at this point? I mean, they're young. Sometimes ignorance is bliss in these situations. But when you're talking to them, you guys, we're this close.
Yeah, and that's what we keep on emphasizing each and every week. And I've got to tell myself that as well because, it is tough whenever you're 2 plays away from having, a couple more wins, which would be, a huge boost for our guys and our staff. But that's just kind of the mentality that we've been bringing each and every week and what we're trying to establish here. And, we're just going to continue hammering in. And we always tell them, hey, if you just go out there and compete, that's what we're looking for. And as long as you can look yourself in the mirror after each game and know that you did everything you could for the team to be successful, that's all we can ask for.
We'll talk about the Bentonville Tigers coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town. To connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Clay Maxey NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Clay Maxey NWA and ClayMaxeyNWA.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Continuing our conversation with head coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, as we look at this Bentonville team, this is a team that took a gut punch a couple weeks ago. They hadn't lost to Fayetteville in forever. I mean, most of the kids on your team were in diapers the last time that that Fayetteville broke through against them. It's a team that seems to be a little bit in transition. It's not your vintage Bentonville team. Not a lot of downhill running, but they got guys. This Chaz Nimrod. This is a high-end receiver that you guys are going to face this week.
Right. Yeah, you're right. They are coming off the loss from Fayetteville 2 weeks ago. Rogers had them back on their heels last week. Very good game. And it's not your traditional Bentonville team that we've seen in years past, but definitely not taking anything away from them. They still have some of their playmakers, big offensive line, physical. But yeah, Charles Nimrod at receiver, obviously he's a vertical threat. Whenever you play with multiple tight ends like Bentonville does, it leaves possible one-on-one matchups, which is tough whenever you have a big-time receiver like Nimrod.
It's a different kind of offense. As you mentioned, it's two tight ends. They've got the big tackle, Joseph Tua, who's a Razorback commit. It's more of a power game, and they've got a guy in the backfield in Ficklin that is just he's pretty good. He's one of the best you'll see. Absolutely.
I definitely think so. Not only can he run and with his agility, but he's just so physical. He's low to the ground. We're going to have to do a great job of tackling, and we started emphasizing that on Monday. In our previous games, some of our missed tackles end up turning into big plays. So we've really emphasized tackling and also getting as many people to the ball as we can.
It's a two-quarterback system. I've always wanted to ask this. You always hear, well, you got to prepare for both guys. I mean, skill sets are basically the same.
They are.
And they're just, they're rotating series. I mean, how do you guys prepare for that? Or is it pretty much, hey, this is what they run?
Right. And I think so. There's two quarterback systems to where, whenever this quarterback goes in, this is kind of their style, this is their mentality. Kind of like with Farmington, whenever they brought their two quarterback system, he was going to run the football. With Bentonville, their offensive scheme doesn't really change whenever they bring in, number 7 into the game. I think they have very similar skill sets.
So let's talk about them defensively. It's a 3-3, 3-4. I'm not real sure they'll drop a guy down. They like to mix and match on the defensive line, whether it's a 4-front or a 3-front. But those two middle linebackers are pretty consistent.
Yeah, they are, and 20 and 23. I think they run pretty well. Obviously they're losing 2 of their inside linebackers from last year that were excellent football players, and they have. Their outside linebackers, they will bring them. Number 15 does a good job as far as coming off the edge. He also plays some tight end for them. So I think he's a big, rangy type guy that you look for in a 3-4, especially whenever you're bringing him off the edge.
Now, as a coach, you've got to sit there and look at that defense and say, well, they gave up big plays to Fayetteville in the passing game. They gave up big plays to Rogers in the passing game.
Yep.
That's certainly got to be something you guys are kind of eyeing, going, maybe we can get a few here.
Yeah, obviously, we need a spark and something early, and, that's kind of our mentality. We're also going to try to slow the game down a little bit and, try to pound it right down the field with some power running, but also we're hoping that with doing that it's going to open up the pass game and hopefully get some big plays out of that.
Big 2 weeks coming up. You got Bentonville this week, Southside at home next week on senior night. 1 win gets you into the playoffs. That's been the pattern here the last couple of years. And what's going to be the message to the team when you guys walk out on the field?
Well, I think it just like each and every week, we always talk about the most important game that we're playing is the game this week, and that's just going to be our focus. And I always tell them, hey, if we play as well as we can, and if we compete, then not only can we compete with anybody, but we can beat anybody. And so that's going to be the message. They know our expectations, and then we'll see what happens on Friday, and then after that we'll get ready for the next one.
Kickoff's coming up. Drew and I will be back to break it down. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown Fresh.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Over 100 years of tradition, forged by toughness and grit.
Big Gary Bohannon once again. Whoa.
Gridiron greatness runs in the blood of these Red Dogs. Relentless defense and a punishing ground game dominated for decades. One team, one goal brought the eyes of the nation to this place. Championship football is the standard here. Always has been, always will be.
Forager runs over a man at the midfield stripe.
Mustang with plenty of time for Damian Williams. It's caught and it's a touchdown!
This is Springdale football.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Bentonville as we get set for tonight's 7A West contest between the Bentonville Tigers and your Springdale Bulldogs. And again, the major story tonight is the weather. It is cold. 48 degrees, about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, which, if you're looking on your television, not blowing left to right, but it's blowing straight at us here on the home sideline. So it's going to be a challenge for kickers and punters and passers, and it's just one of those nights. It's the first night it's really been cold.
Oh, yeah. I mean, welcome to fall. Welcome to high school football. Welcome to underneath the Friday night lights, right? You know, we got been waiting so long for the weather to kind of finally turn, and once it finally did, it turned pretty quickly. There was none of these nice crisp night fall type of nights. Now this feels closer to Thanksgiving type of weather.
It is raw outside. Captains for tonight, they'll be coming towards midfield. For Springdale, it'll be Ronnie Stillwell, Mackenzie Reed, Keelan Chan, and it looks like Alvaro Vargas. Bentonville is sending out their captains now. We'll get them here in just a second. Springdale, look, one win gets you into the playoffs. Heavy underdog tonight. You're playing with house money. You take a shot. You do what you did last week against a good Fayetteville team, where at halftime it's 28-14, and it was a couple of plays that kind of made the difference.
Yeah, that's exactly what I talked about when we opened the broadcast. Just getting those minute mistakes out of the way, out of your system. Don't commit the tiny little things that just ultimately keep killing momentum. You know, every time last week it felt like Springdale was finally getting things going after, you know, once Fayetteville jumped up, and you're like, okay, it's starting to get away a little bit, but there's still plenty of time. It just kept, you know, you moved the ball 20 yards, you go back 10. It just kept going 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of thing. If you can cut that out here tonight, like you said, playing with house money. Nobody really expects you to make a lot of noise here tonight. Let's go out there, prove them wrong, you know, make a statement, get that second win, and anything can happen once you get into playoffs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything can happen. Anybody can win.
Earlier this year, this Bentonville squad had their 32-game win streak in conference snapped by Fayetteville. It's back to 1 after a win last week over a Rogers team that we saw, a very explosive Rogers team, won it by 7. It's Bentonville's got some issues, especially on the defensive side of the football. As we look at the coin toss, Springdale's won the toss. They are going to take the football. So might as well take it. You're, again, playing with kind of house money here. So Springdale is going to get the ball. And let's talk this through. Bentonville's defense, this isn't the same defense that we've had the last couple of years. Cole Joyce, those kinds of linebackers don't exist on this roster. It's one of those teams that just does everything good enough to win, but they're not spectacular about it.
Yeah, and let's be honest. You know, through this point of the season, you know what your bread and butter is. You know where you're going to win the game, and it really breaks down to how well can you run the ball, right? You have to be able to get Landon Phillips into space. You know, use that QB draw that we saw that worked so good for the first half of the season. Then obviously getting Sparks the ball, you know, kind of trying to get him out on the edge. And now he does, when he gets out there, needs to learn to turn it up a little bit quicker. But we see the explosive speed that he has. And then, of course, you get that run game going, just opens up the passing game, which hasn't really been up to par with what we've seen from Springdale in the years past. But tonight is the night to turn that around.
Springdale comes in averaging 176 yards per game on the ground, 126 passing-wise, to your point that it's not really the passing offense that gets things done here. Landon with 753 rushing. Davon's got 3 straight 100-yard games. He has sort of added that extra dynamic to the offense that really would have been helpful earlier in the year when he was out injured.
Might have been able to win a few more ball games.
Yeah, and you know, I was talking with Coach Hobbs. I mean, you know, you're so close, 1 or 2 or 3 plays, and so, you know, you're not 1-7, you're 3-4.
Yeah,
and you've got a couple of conference wins. You're in the playoffs. You're playing, you know,
you're playing for
seeding, right? So the way that this looks right now, and you know, everything can change on a dime here in the 7A West. But Fayetteville's the 1 seed. This Bentonville team is the 2 seed. The 3 seed is the surprise of the league. That's Rogers. Then it's Bentonville West. HAR-BER is the 5, and then you've got Southside and Springdale playing for that 6. A win on either side probably clinches the playoff, pending you know, next week. Next week's, you know, as Brett Hobbs told me, next week's the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
You know, one way or another,
it's win or go home.
There's a lot on the line next week. Springdale's going to get the ball first. Saw that on the coin toss. We're just about to get underway. We're waiting for Bentonville to come out of the tunnel. Springdale is over here on the far side, waiting to come through the cheerleaders and onto the field and get this thing underway. And you know, this is certainly one of the best facilities here in. I'm partial to Gerald Williams. I love what we have.
I
at
love
home,
it too.
You know, this is one of my favorite road trips up here. Everything Bentonville does first class. Really enjoy coming up here. So, big night. We'll keep an eye. There's a lot of big games going on. Fayetteville's got Heritage. If they win that one tonight, they win the conference. They are without question the winners, and they should.
Let's be honest.
They should.
We've seen what Rogers Heritage.
Another
wild
really
one is going to be HAR-BER and Rogers. That game's going on tonight. We'll keep an eye on that. Plus this ball game here, and we'll hopefully be able to call a good one here. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Dog's going to get it first as Bentonville comes onto the field. Here comes Springdale as well. So, I was talking with Coach Middleton and some of the other coaches before. Springdale's got a lot of injuries, especially in that back seven on the defense. So that may explain why Coach Hobbs wants the football first, see if he can shorten the game a little bit, see if he can run the football, make this thing a four-quarter game, and that's kind of, I think, where we're headed.
Yeah, that's exactly the way that you want it to be. You don't. Nobody thinks that if in a sprint here, where it's back and forth, that Springdale's really going to be able to pull this one out. This is going to have to be a slow, methodical type of game. This is going to have to be a game where Springdale takes advantage of some of mistakes that Bentonville ultimately will make. I mean, they're a good team. They're not a great team. So there are going to be mistakes made. Springdale just has to capitalize on that, and that's something that they haven't been able to do really all season. Tonight's the night to turn around. It's crisp. It's cool. Friday night lights. I've got a feeling. Tonight is the night.
Confidence.
First time since 2006, Red Dogs get the win. I'm feeling it.
All right, so Springdale sends out the kick team. Back deep, Tajon Sparks. Davon Sparks will go back as well, and we'll set the offense when Springdale sends them out. Davon last week, 92-yard return, tracked down at the 8-yard line. That led to a Springdale touchdown. And, he's averaging 24.5 per return. He's been close. This kick is going to go, and we're looking at it's a swirling wind kind of, but it is blowing basically from the Springdale sideline to the Bentonville sidelines at about 15 miles per hour.
And they're not expecting a very deep kick.
They are not.
Both of them sitting there at the 20.
So we are about to get underway. Logan Tymason has it teed up. Glad you're with us here for 7A West football on the Bulldog Sports Network. Drew Barrett, Zach Arns, happy to bring it to you. Got Maddie manning the controls. And we are underway. The left footer, Tymason, sends it into the air. It's short. You can see the wind stand that one straight up. It's going to hit at the 17. Tajon picks it up, 35-yard line, and out near the 40-yard line. That's where Springdale will take over.
Hey, exactly. That was a great return. Exactly what you wanted. Would have liked him to catch it, but like you said, that swirling wind, that ball's going to move up and down. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much trouble for Springdale this evening.
They're going to put it down at the 37. Springdale will bring out the offense. Across the front, it'll be Gio Alvarez, Maurice Oliveira, Alvaro Vargas, Gustavo Perez, Isaac Cooper. That is the front wall. And now looks like Caden. No, that is Isaac's been dealing with an ankle injury. It is going to be Isaac. The tight end is going to be Mackenzie Reed. And we'll set the backs and receivers here on the next play. That's Davon in motion. Here comes Landon, quarterback draw. Bounces off one guy, and he's going to be stacked up at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 1.
Yeah, a lot of Tigers there to meet him. You thought he might have a second there to kind of bounce it out to the left. Somebody just grabbed him and was able to hold him on, wait for the rest of the Bentonville Tigers to get there. They're clogging up the middle. They've seen just as much tape as we're getting here to Game 9 of the season, so they know that's what's expected. How do you run around it?
The receivers, Cortez, Wiley, Davon Sparks. That's Cortez in motion, and Junior Reyna will start. Landon's going to throw on second down, screen set up. Nearly caught there by Davon Sparks. Going to bring up a 3rd and long. Springdale converting at about 40%. It's like 39.6. And I was going to point this out. If you want to keep an eye on a number tonight, conversion rate, both sides of the football, big for Springdale. Under 40% on the offense, over 40% defensively on 3rd down.
Not exactly the way that you want it to be. You would like it to be flipped, to be honest. But we've seen them pull out some 3rd and longs this year.
Ronnie Stillwell's going to start at running back. Landon Phipps, quarterback. Landon completing about 59% of his passes for just under 1,000 yards on the year. This is 3rd down. Stillwell, 45-yard line. 1st down into Bentonville territory. 1st down, Dogs. Nice play there on the first running play for Ronnie Stillwell.
Hey, gutsy call there. 3rd down and 9. What do? We're best at the run game. Let's just run it up their throats. Great job by the front line there, opening the hole. Him finding it, getting to the secondary, putting on the burst, and getting the 1st down.
So the Dogs' initial 1st down of the game comes at the 11-minute mark here in the first half. Springdale's not going to go fast. They're not a team that likes to.
No need to be.
Absolutely not. So 1st down 10. Ball's at the 47 of Bentonville. Landon trying to set up the screen. Junior Reyna, and he's going to be wrapped up on the far side. Luke Adams on the defense there on the incomplete pass. And Springdale's tried that play twice.
They're going to say it's complete.
Well, they're going to give it to him. Okay, they're going to give it to him at the 44, so we will take that.
Yeah, you take the positive yards. Would have liked the screen to develop. Would have liked your wideouts there to kind of seal off the block a little bit more. But, hey, positive yards is positive yards. I'm not going to complain about 4 yards.
4 yards on first down. Bring up second down 7 according to the scoreboard, so we'll run with that. Here comes quick play, far side. This is Danners Wiley, 40. And he's going to get down close to first down yardage. I think they're going to give it to him at the 36.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. They're going to move those chains for another first down. And this is exactly the way that we saw Springdale come out last week, right? Came out big. You're thinking, whoa, where's this offense been? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're executing their game plan. Going to see I'm guessing you're going to see a lot of short passes like this, because that's where they feel that they can best expose this Tiger defense.
8-yard pickup gives Springdale another first down, 9:50 to go first quarter. First drive of the ball game, they'll go 4 wide. Stillwell and Phipps in the backfield. This is Ronnie straight ahead, and we've got flags down.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start, if I had to guess.
This is something that has plagued Springdale of late, of these false starts.
Those little mistakes.
It is indeed a false start, so that'll back him up to the 41.
That's what I was talking about in pregame. That, unfortunately, that's been kind of this Springdale MO this season, doing multiple things good, taking 2 steps forward, but ultimately taking 1 step back, and it just kills the momentum. Now, how do you respond? How do you get that momentum back? Now facing down a 1st and 15.
About 65 yards per game is what Springdale has averaged in the penalty department. First down, as Drew said, 1st and 15. Ball back at the 41. Clock running, 9:20 to go first quarter. This is Chris Cortez in motion. Here comes Landon on the quarterback draw, and he's going to be tracked down from behind. It's Rafe Sales on the stop. Flag down late.
I'm not really sure what that one's going to be on, but, man, you saw the hole open. I mean, Landon saw the green grass, the Red Sea. It parted. The line was there. The defender just was able to get around the corner just fast enough to stop him.
Holding against Bentonville.
Hey, take it.
Now, I think in knowing a little bit about how Bentonville operates, they like to grab offensive linemen, and that's maybe what the call was. The call is going to go down to the 28. So it's a huge benefit for Springdale.
1st and 2.
It'll be marked off from the 38 down to the 28. It'll be, as Drew said, 1st down and 2.
And I love that last play call, that RPO type of draw there where you had your receivers going out. Landon stepped back. He saw the green grass, just would like to get out and explode a little bit faster.
Play clock at 2. They just get the play off. Landon fires. That's to Junior Reyna. Enough for the first down at the 24. Springdale converts on the first down. Now going to get a first down. Clock will stop momentarily. We'll see where they mark it down. Should be close to the 22, 23-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup. And, they're throwing short. They're throwing short. They're throwing. You know that sluggo's coming at some point. The play they used against HAR-BER earlier this year. Look, Bentonville's, they've got 9 guys within 8 yards of the ball. There's nobody over the middle of the field. They're almost going cover 0 here.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, look at how they're lining up right now. If you can, especially down here to closest to the bottom of your screen, you look at that slot, you run a nice little 10-yard post. There's nobody over there in the middle.
We got a conference going on here at the 22-yard line among the officials. Clock stopped, so I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Do we ever know what they're talking about? Do they ever know what they're talking about?
Most of the time you'd like to think they do. But now conference is over. They're going to wind the clock here. 8:40 to go first quarter. Springdale on the march. You got Phipps and Stillwell in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set. Landon on the quarterback power. Not much there. Maybe a yard, maybe a half a yard, and it's going to bring up second down. It Stalls again on the stop. That's Rafe Stalls. He's the weak side linebacker.
Yeah, that run there by Landon, they're trying to get him going. They know that once he can get his wheels going on the ground, that this Springdale offense really opens up. But, this might be the first time I've said this all year. Maybe need to go back to the passing game.
I'm going to guess they're going to go zone read here because I can hear the coaches next door talking about Stalls crashing hard. And they're going to swing it out to Danners. He's going to get blown up at the 24. So that's a play they worked earlier. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, that was just a good job there by Eli Estes for the Tigers, recognizing the play and then just tacking down Wiley. Good job to hang on the ball, but, didn't really get anything out of it, but still just good, tough play by that young man to hold on to it and try to make something happen.
About a half a yard loss on the play brings up third down. We'll call it 10.5. Clock's running, 7:25 to go. Springdale on their initial drive of the ball game. This drive has gone 8 plays, 40 yards. And this is third down and 10. Here's Landon. Swinging it, far side, pass caught. Davon, the 16. It's going to be about 2 yards short, and now it's decision time for Coach Hobbs and the offense.
Hey, you got the momentum right now. You've come out. You've gotten 3 first downs already. It's got a 4th and 2 here. Sparks was just an inch away from getting able to fall forward for that extra 2. Like we said before, you're playing with house money.
Yeah.
When you got house money, you got nothing to lose. Hey, you let it ride.
It's fourth down, and we'll call it 2.5. Line that makes just short of the 13-yard line. Landon in the shotgun. Here comes Bentonville on the blitz. They're showing blitz. Nobody in the center of the field. If Springdale can take the shot, and we're going to get a flag.
Not really sure.
Yeah,
Don't think it can't be.
It's going to be false start against Springdale.
Was anybody even set yet? Was that long enough for a team to be set?
False start.
That seems a little minute. I don't know if they were set yet.
Well, what I tell you, every time we come up here, man.
We're getting Bentonville, aren't we?
So it's going to bring up fourth down and 7. They're going to send the field goal team on. This is going to be an adventure. Wind blowing again at about 10 miles per hour. Chris Cortez comes on. 3 out of 5 on the year. As long as 33. This one, they're going to put it down at the 28. So 38-yard field goal for Chris Cortez. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And he pulled it left, and the kick is no good. So Springdale's first drive is going to come up empty. Cortez misses from 38 yards, and now Bentonville's going to get the football. And like we were talking about earlier, this is not a dynamic offense. They've got dynamic players, but they are just methodical in the way that they go about this. Chaz Nimrod's there. He's their big play guy.
Yeah, he is, and he's a senior, honored out here tonight on senior night before the game with his parents underneath the black and gold arch out there at the 50-yard line. He's going to be a difference maker. It's going to be interesting to see how this Springdale team really guards him on the outside. And, do you spy? Do you make a 2? Do you basically have 2 people cover him and at all time? Looks like they're going to play man on top of him here to start.
Drew Wright's the quarterback. First down here. This is Josh Ficklin into the middle of that Springdale defense. I got him wrapped up. Going to be a couple yards on the first down run. Not much. We'll set the Springdale defense. It looks like they're going to go 4 down here. It'll be Spencer Flores, Turner, and Alexis Castillo. The linebackers be Nick Thompson. Brandon Lauder's back in, 44 after a couple weeks. Datrion Woodfork is now the outside linebacker. Tejan and Zamarian on the corners. Eduardo Hernandez, Kane Pinto, the safety. Second down coming up. Now they're going to fire Drew Wright, looking long, looking for Nimrod. Pass goes incomplete, and it's going to bring up third down. So Springdale very quickly in good position as far as the down and distance goes. On the year, Springdale allowing 42% on third down conversions. That's been kind of a sore spot. Number goes up on fourth down, over 50%.
Yeah, that was a good job. Good coverage there by Sparks, but you just see the size difference. I mean, it's obvious that Nimrod's got some – has some inches there on him, and that was just a design. Floated up, let your man run under it. Wright just threw it a little bit too far, so third down here, big play.
Third down, 7, Wright in the pistol. Springdale showing blitz. Lauder looking at the corner here. Datrion as well. Snap is low. Protection's good. He fires, got a man far side. Pass complete. Eduardo's going to run him out of bounds. It's going to be enough for a first down. That's Cooper Smith on the reception. And right on cue, Bentonville converts for their first down of the game.
It's been the story all year, with that third down defense you talked about there, where you feel like you're stopping them. You get 2 quick plays. It's going to be third and long. You're feeling good. You're feeling right. And then they end up making a great play. And ultimately, Wright just had all day in the backfield. Got to get the pressure.
16-yard pickups, enough for a first down. Wright's going to fire. Got Cooper Smith near side. Makes Tejan miss. Now go across the 40, 45-yard line. Runs out of bounds at the 47. It's going to be about a 9-yard pickup. Cooper Smith's second reception will bring up second down and short.
Yeah, misplay there by Hernandez running up to the receiver. Got to look at that belly button, man. Don't let those hips fool you. Hips and feet, they can go every which way. That belly button, it ain't moving. That's where you attack.
Empty set coming up for Bentonville. 5:47 to go first quarter. Second down 1, facing the Tigers. Right to throw, and they've got Nimrod wide open at the 15-yard line, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Blown coverage.
Yeah, nobody was there.
Nobody was there, and it's going to be 6-0 Bentonville.
Yeah, that was just mental mistake, wrong linemen. No, miscommunication, not really sure what the main reason that nobody was over Nimrod. I mean, if there's one guy on this field, right, that you want to make sure you've got somebody on, it's number 5.
Yeah, he's a 3-star, committed to Tennessee at the moment. Logan Timeson's going to come on to –
hopefully that can be changed.
Logan Timeson's going to come on to try the extra point. Just a blown coverage. We're sitting here listening to the coaches next door. They were calling it before the snap. Yeah, they saw it. Bentonville saw it, and that leads to 6. So Timeson's kick's on the way and good. So our new score, with 5:38 to go in the first quarter, Bentonville 7, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
First Security is here.
The Bentonville scoring drives 5 plays, 80 yards. Ends with a Chaz Nimrod 53-yard touchdown pass or reception from Drew Wright. And now Springdale, after a good opening drive, has got to answer back here. Tejan and Davon will go back deep. Springdale needs a big play in the special teams, just kind of get the momentum back.
Which we saw last week. We saw that 92-yard return by, I believe, was it
Tejan.
Tejan, okay. I couldn't remember if it was Davon or Tejan there. But, you know, he had that speed, almost made it out. That'd be a great thing right here for the Springdale Bulldogs' confidence to get back in the game. And ultimately, that touchdown, that was just lining up mistakes. You know, they went to a different formation. I don't think Springdale was prepared for, and just things just got out of whack, and it hurt you.
Timison to kick off into this win. This one's going to be a little bit deeper. Tejan's going to take it at the 6, fumbles it. Now he's going to pick it up at the 10. And he's not going to get past the 15, just past the 15-yard line out to maybe the 17, and that's where Springdale will take over. Not great field position to start, but the Dogs will they'll start there, move the ball on the first drive. You know, had a little breakdown there, and ultimately, I mean, as you pointed out, a silly false start, second one on the drive, costs you 5 yards, and you wind up missing the field goal.
Yeah, you just got to be able to nick these things in the butt. You cannot keep losing the momentum, because every time that they get something going, they don't get stopped. They stop themselves, and that's the frustrating part, because you see the talent. You see that there's a lot of hope and a lot of, you know, if we could just get the small things right, this could be a really good and talented team.
1st and 10, ball to 17, landed in the shotgun. Going to give it to Davon, trying to get outside. Does, and now he's running side to side, and he's going to wind up with a 1-yard loss.
Got to turn north to south there. You cannot keep running east to west. Had a hole. I know it's a lot easier for me to say that sitting up here at a bird's eye view, but had a hole if he would have cut back to the left side, maybe been able to at least get a few yards positive.
So it's a 1-yard loss. Bring up 2nd down and 11. Got 5:26 to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. He's Drew Barrett. I'm Zach Arns. Got Matty Mann in the controls. Got Hesper, and I think it's Jack out there on the stairwell. They are freezing tonight. It is cold. 48 degrees. Dealing
it's
with
a
a
sauna
10.
In here, though.
Yeah, it is. It is warm in here. Here's Landon on the quarterback run, and he's going to get out close to the 20. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like, and you know, I'm certainly not a coach here, but it looks like Bentonville is committed to stopping the Landon Phipps run.
They are. They know that if the Landon Phipps show gets going, that it's not going to stop. We're going to see a marathon run of that show all night. So they're doing a great job of keying and clogging up those holes in the middle for the QB draw.
So 3rd down and 8 coming up. Landon to throw. Good protection. Fires. Pass off the hands of Davon Sparks. Incomplete. Springdale's going to have to kick it.
Great read, great route there by Sparks. Just a little too far by Landon, which, once again, just been. I mean, that's really what you can wrap the whole season up to this point in. Just off by a few inches, just almost there, and it's just right off the tips.
Landon will kick it away. Averages 41.1 on the year. Does have a long as 73. That's his career long. That happened a couple weeks ago. But this one's going to be into a wind that is swirling to be nice. Snap's good. Landon gets the kick away. Good high kick. Cooper Smith's going to track back to his 43-yard line and receive it. Cooper trying to come near side. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and that's where Bentonville will take over. So short field again for Bentonville.
Ultimately coming out here on this defensive stand for for this Red Dogs D. Got to have some improvement. And they, other than 2 big plays, they did a decent job last. Just had the lining up mistake there. Didn't get the pressure on the first third down of the drive, and hopefully in the little bit of time that they were over on that sidelines with the coaches, they were able to get that figured out, get all their I's dotted and T's crossed, and won't happen the same mistake again.
38-yard kick for Landon brings up first down and 10 for Bentonville. It's Ficklin and Wright in the backfield. That stalls in motion. They'll give it straight ahead to Ficklin. Nice tackle. That's Kane Pinto shooting up from a safety spot. Nick Thompson there as well. So it'll bring up second down and 10. Springdale doing a nice job on Ficklin. It's been the passing game, which has been the Achilles heel so far.
Yeah, it really has for Springdale just far. But good job there by Pinto to recognize the play and shoot the gap.
Kane's been out a couple weeks with an ankle injury. Good to have him back. Springdale razor thin in that back seven. Linebacker and safety spots really have undergone quite a change with injuries, and that probably is what attributed to the Chaz Nimrod just getting loose in the secondary. 15 seconds on the play clock. We've got 4 minutes exactly in the first period. Carter Nye is now checked in at the quarterback spot. Ficklin remains as the running back. They don't sub a lot at the running back spot. It's Ficklin and a guy named Sean Anderson. This is Stalls in motion. And he's out in the flat. Springdale cut him off. Now Nye going to take it and throw it into the wind, and you're just not going to get on a night like this. That throws hard enough. On a night like this, that's not going to happen.
Swirling wind, throwing off your back foot, falling away. There's no way you're getting the ball there.
I was talking with Coach Hobbs earlier this week. They did not start rotating these quarterbacks until the Fayetteville game. As Carter Nye is more the runner, Wright's more the passer. Nye a younger guy, so obviously getting some reps. But that throw's tough for the best quarterbacks on a night like this, let alone a young guy that's just getting his teeth cut here. It brings up third down and 10. Nye in the pistol. Springdale jumps off sides.
Oh, he got back.
Yeah, Junior's going to get called for it, I believe. And it's going to bring up, again, and that's just one of those mistakes. It has plagued them all year long. It'll bring up a third. It goes from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 5. Which is certainly 2-down territory if you're Bentonville.
And you definitely don't want to give them any help because
absolutely not.
For one, they don't really need it at this point. It's still early in the game, but just got to cut those mistakes out.
Yeah, if we've got Razorback fans in the crowd, and we do, the left tackle, Joseph Sua, is a Razorback commit, 3-star, moved here from California. He is number 54. He's near side here as the left tackle. 3:44 to go first quarter. Nye's in the pistol. And he's going to throw on 3rd down and 5. Fires, far side, pass complete at the 39. Going to be run out of bounds there by Zamarian Manuel. Pass caught. That's Cooper Smith again. Nimrod may get the headlines, but Cooper Smith's maybe their best receiver.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. Also, their punt returner, as you saw a few minutes ago. And I don't really think that was any detriment to, Springdale. I mean, obviously, 4th down, I thought he caught it there on the sidelines. They're going to say that I guess he was out of bounds, so good play by Springdale.
Wow.
But even if he had caught, I just thought that was just a good read and a good find in one of those small holes in this defense.
Well, it's going to bring up 4th down. Drew Wright is checked back in. It's now 4th down and 5, 3:40 to go. Springdale with a chance to get off the field, and Bentonville jumps. Oh, they're going to get the timeout. They're going to say Jody Grant got the timeout. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they get saved.
Yeah. 3:40 to go first quarter, 7-0 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best.
3:40 to go here first quarter. Bentonville facing a 4th down and 5 at the 46-yard line. They are switching quarterbacks in and out. Drew Wright has checked back in. Ficklin's at the running back spot. Springdale in need of a stop. The line to makes the 41. This is Wright. Check that. That's Nye going to throw, and that ball is incomplete, and Springdale's going to hold. I think Datrian got a hand on that.
Yeah, something touched it there at the front of the line, and otherwise it would have had plenty of distance. A great decision there by Nye. Had a wide open man. take advantage. This is what I've been talking about. Bentonville is going to make some mistakes. Nobody plays mistake-free football. It's how you respond and how you take advantage of it. And this first play is going to be critical. You can't start off a drive where you just stopped them on fourth. You got great field position. This first play is critical to see how this drive is going to go.
3:35 to go first quarter. 4 wide receiver set. Stillwell is the running back. That's Chris Cortez in motion. Springdale needs some points on this drive. Landon going to take off. No, now he's going to throw it. Pass is complete and now incomplete. Looking for, I believe that was Davon. Couldn't hold on. And a lot of information. The result, just an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up second down and 10, and you can certainly see that they are spying Landon with more than one guy.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, Stalls is watching him. Looks like they're spying him a little bit with their inside linebacker, Mason Middleton, as well. It is an all-out effort to keep Landon in the pocket. So second down 10. Landon to throw. Got Junior Reyna far side. Blocks there. 50-yard line. Boy, he's going to be real close. He's going to be inside the 45-yard line.
Hey, great block there by Davon Sparks. Way to meet him right there. Get sealed. First thing he did was a great job was he turned his butt to the play. He sealed him off. He wasn't gonna. He made a clear lane for his teammate to go right up that backside and also just blew him up. I mean, just a great block.
Third down 1 coming up. Clock running. 2:56 to go here in the first quarter. Pistol set. Double tight ends. Davon, the running back. And he is going to be brought down, and we've got flags. Looks like Springdale with another false start.
That tackle seemed pretty high up there. Shocked they didn't
We've
get
got
part
a
of the
flag
face
down at the
mask
46-yard line.
It's going to be on Springdale.
Yeah, okay. It was the false start again. I don't know what they're doing over there, but this has been just a recurring theme, these false starts.
Did you see anybody move?
I didn't.
I mean, I wasn't actually technically looking for it, but
I'm looking
my eyesight's right there.
I'm looking at the tight ends, and they didn't move. I don't know what they're seeing. I'm going to have to ask next time.
It's taking you less than a quarter to make me fully believe that getting Bentonville is a real thing.
So it's third down and 6. Lina makes the 44. 2:37 to go in the quarter. It's a 4 wide receiver set. This is Landon quickly going to swing it out to Davon. He's got blockers. Tries to get to the outside. Does. 44. And we got a flag down.
Yeah, they're going to
call.
And now
we've got another. We should have another flag down.
Yeah.
We do. So we're going to get a late hit. I think we're going to get a hold
here. Yeah, that's a hold on Wiley. You could see his kind of extended the arms. Didn't do a good job of keeping them right in there and tight inside. But going to get a late hit, I'm guessing, out here on the right.
Yeah, so what Springdale get the first down out of it. It's just a matter of where. They'll march off the holding penalty. Then you get the 15 for the personal foul. They'll get the first down after that.
Which that never makes sense why they march it back and then march it forward. I don't understand it. Just do the math, guys.
So the hold.
I'm sure there's a math teacher here that can do it for you.
The hold's going to be at about the 48-yard line of Bentonville. So they'll march them back to the 42 and then the 15-yard penalty, I would think. But I've been surprised before up here.
No, I have too.
So we'll sort this out. 2:28 to go here in the quarter.
Let's do the theatrics here of marching. And he's even come on. We're just wasting time. You're even saying, hey, I'm going to march you this way.
Well, now
then we're going to march it on back.
So it's okay. The penalty against Bentonville. And then they'll put it at the 44. So
why do the theatrics? I just don't get it.
You got to march them all off, right?
Yeah.
Back to the 41. So Springdale should get the first down. Now they're going to call it short.
What?
Wow.
Short by what? An inch?
Well, the personal foul should carry the. That should carry the.
The marker is at the 44-yard line. If I'm looking at it right, the ball is at the 44-yard line. Why are the chains not moving?
I don't know.
That makes absolutely no sense. I mean, unless you're going to say that they are a half an inch. Okay, now we wised up and we're going to move the chains.
All right,
okay.
So there we go. So it's going to be a first down.
I'm being a little hard on the refs tonight, aren't I?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're all good. So
if I get too far, you let me know.
I will absolutely let you know. So it's a first down and 10. Ball's at the 44 Bentonville. They're going to swing it out far side. That's Davon, 40-yard line. He's going to pick up about 5. So that's they finally get the ball to Davon out on the wing, which is something they certainly like to do. Ball's going to be placed in, we'll call it the 38. So it's a 6-yard pickup, brings up second and 4. Clock running, 2:10 to go first quarter. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Game number 9 of the 2021 season.
It's gone by quick, hasn't it?
It really has. It has flown by. We wait for this all year long, and then it goes by so fast.
It does.
So second down, 4 yards to go. The line to make the 34. Phipps to Stillwell, straight ahead. He's going to maybe get.
They're going to say he got back to the line, but not anything else.
That's it. So it's going to bring up third down. Not a whole lot, surprisingly. This is a Bentonville team that has given up rushing yards in chunks. Not a whole lot in the middle of that line thus far tonight.
Well, this is obviously a Bentonville team that's saying, hey, Springdale, if you want to beat us, you're going to have to beat us on the outside. We've seen you run up the middle too many times. We've seen you just carve through defenses on QB draws and just straight gives. We're going to make you go east-west and try to beat us that way.
They are begging for a zone read at the rate those linebackers are crashing. This is third down. Now they got the slant and go. They're going to fire it down the sidelines. Pass is incomplete. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Man, decent throw there by Landon, just a little bit far back. That'd have been a tough throw for anybody. It had good coverage there on the outside for Bentonville. Man.
So it's going to bring up fourth down and 4.
As soon as he pump faked, I was getting my blood pressure went up. I thought it was going to hit.
Springdale 1 out of 4 on third downs here in the first quarter. This a fourth down, their first try of the ball game. Line to make, again, the 34-yard line. That's Davon in motion. Landon under pressure, fires a pass, caught. Danners Wiley, 30-yard line, still going. It's going to get down to the 29 with a first down.
Great read there by Landon. Way to look off. You know, that's one thing that we talked about a lot of this season. Not a lot of look-offs. He looked over to the far side, then went back, and just that little quick eye glance can get a guy to stumble, get a guy to move, and that opens up a hole right there. Great job by Landon, and great catch there by Wiley over the middle.
9-yard pickup gives the Dogs a first down at the 29. Clock running 50 seconds to go first quarter. Play clock at 15. Springdale going at their pace right now.
No need to rush.
Again, a 4 wide receiver set. Spreading Bentonville out. This is Cortez in motion. Landed on the quarterback lead. Got a little bit of room. And he's going to get close to the 25-yard line.
Best run he's had all day.
Yeah, they are certainly selling out to stop the run with Landon Phipps tonight. Landon, the leading rusher on the team. He's got 753 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. He is certainly a focal point. But Davon Sparks has 3 straight 100-yard games. And it looks like Springdale's going to take this to the 000s. And I'll tell you what, 7-0 after a quarter, I think Springdale will take that all day long.
Oh, you take it too. And you take it knowing the fact that your defense, while it gave up a touchdown, it didn't really play that. It didn't play bad. You got a 4th down stop here just a few minutes ago. And other than a fluke misalignment, you're in this game.
7-0's our score after 1. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure. The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas.
We start the second quarter. Springdale has football. 2nd down 6. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Springdale, 19 plays there in the first quarter. Pretty much their pace, doing what they want. Got to punch this one in and get some points here, get back in the football game, and now we've got flags down.
Where's the movement?
We're going to call
I'm still not seeing it.
I don't know what they're seeing, but this has been a recurring theme.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing next week. I'm making an appointment with the eye doctor.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. That is now 5 penalties here in the first quarter for Springdale, 3 of them on the delay of game front. Landon. Now trying to get outside. Now we're going to play a little backyard football, and he takes it and throws it, and that is going to be...
That's an interception. They're going to say it's an INT.
That's just you just can't do it.
No,
I mean,
you
not
can't.
in that spot, Landon. You can't make that. You can't make that happen. But
I get it. You're trying to make the play. You're trying to extend this drive. You're trying to do something, but you can't make a mistake like that. You've got one receiver out there in the middle of 3-4 Bentonville Tigers, and ultimately his best option was early in that play. As soon as the right end went up behind him, all he had to do was step up, had some green grass, probably wasn't going to get the first down, but going to get some positive yards and make it a third down and manageable. And now you've got an INT with Bentonville with the ball.
Drew Wright's going to throw first play. That ball is going to sail incomplete, looking for Nimrod. Sean Anderson is checked in at the running back spot. That's Landon's 6th interception on the year against 4 touchdowns. It has been it happened at Van Buren where you're just trying to make a play and you just kind of flick it to a receiver, just throw it away. You get to live to fight another day. But
I mean, it wasn't 4th down. There's no need to try to force anything. That's just a mental mistake. Got to know the situation.
So 2nd down 10 coming up for Bentonville. Again, Anderson, he is the lone running back, pistol set, 2 tight ends. They'll give it to Anderson straight ahead. He's got a little hole across the 30. Caden Spencer's going to track him down at the 36-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup, and it'll bring up 3rd down and short.
That was a good run there by Sean Anderson. Just kept the momentum going and just fell forward. Ultimately fell forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, a good patient run there by Anderson. Clock running, 11:30 to go here, second quarter. Springdale just turned it over. 2 solid drives into Bentonville territory, just haven't been able to cash in.
You're moving the ball. You just got to cash in. You got to get rid of those false start penalties that I don't really think are there, but that's what they're calling.
Anderson straight ahead. He's got first down yardage. Datrion meets him at the 39, and he falls out across the 40-yard line out to the 41, and it'll be enough for the Bentonville first down.
Yeah, one thing that you hope the last 2 plays isn't really a trend of kind of falling with the guy, just wrapping him up, pulling him down, but you're letting him fall for positive yards. You got to stick him, you got to wrap him up, and you got to drive. You can't afford to let him fall forward for 3-4 yards.
3rd first down for Bentonville in the ballgame. They're going to go double tights here, pistol set. Anderson, the running back, and Wright's going to throw. Little pump and go, and he's got Nimrod down the sidelines. That ball's right on the money. Chaz Nimrod is going to walk into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown. That's the 2nd time he's one-on-one out there, and you can't leave a guy like that unabated.
No, you can't. Can't play man against him. Got to have a guy up top, and didn't see a safety anywhere in sight, and nothing to get. That's not really even on the Springdale defenders. That's kind of on a play call there. You got to know when you've got a wide receiver as dynamic as Nimrod, you can't leave a guy. You can't leave him on an island. He's going to burn you every time.
That play covers 68 yards. 10:36 to go here in the half. Bentonville up 13-0 pending Tymoson's extra point. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score, Bentonville 14, Springdale 0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
.36 to go in the half. Springdale now down 14-0. The Bentonville drive, 2 plays, 73 yards. Chaz Nimrod does the last 68. And now he has 2 catches, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And now Springdale's in a hole.
Yeah.
You need points on this drive. And, like you said, quite honestly, you've just been shooting yourself in the foot. 2 quality drives. They've ended in an interception and then a false start and a punt.
Yeah, that's the main problem has been shooting, like you said, shooting yourself in the foot. You just got to get rid of those mistakes.
Tymoson's kickoff. It's going to carry into the end zone. So Springdale will start at the 20-yard line. And now Springdale backed up in their own end. Gonna have to dig themselves out of this.
Yeah, first time the wind died down was on that kick. That's why I was able to soar through the end zone there.
Yeah, right now
I looked up and I was like, man, how did he do that in this swirling wind? Looked out at the flags. Oh, that's kind of why. They're not moving.
It is It is weird. When we got here, the winds were swirling at about 10 to 12 miles per hour, and as we say this now, the winds have picked back up and are blowing right across the field. It is.
But it stopped there as soon as he kicked the ball. The flag just went. Whew.
First down 10 for Springdale. That's Davon. He's going to get about 4 off the left side. And this is, look, if Springdale can get points out of this, chew up some time, get some points out of this, I think you'd be happy going into halftime. But you can't give the ball back very quickly and then and let Bentonville have the football again.
Yeah, and the thing is that, this isn't really what we thought we would see out of Bentonville. They've basically capitalized on 2 big plays by their star wide receiver, Nimrod. They're normally a more methodical driving type of team. You've just let 2 big plays go over top of you.
Second down, 6 coming up. Landon gives to Davon. He's going to get out close to first down yardage. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short at the 29. It'll be a 5-yard pickup, bring up 3rd down and 1.
Great run there by Davon. An even better job by the men up front to create that hole, to get that push. And they won the battle up front on the last 2 plays to get Davon those 9 yards.
Springdale, 1 out of 4 on 3rd downs. This one, 3rd down and 1. Clock running, 9:30 to go here in the first half. Landon's going to go pistol set, double tight end. Davon's the running back. That's Stillwell in motion. This is Davon trying to get outside. Turns the corner at the 30 to the 40, and he's going to run out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And Springdale's got their first down.
Love the run, but, man, he makes me so nervous when he starts running sideways. Like, you can hear over to the left of us, the coach is saying the exact same thing going through my mind. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
So Springdale gets the first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 40-yard line. Rogers, updating a score, Rogers leads HAR-BER in the second quarter, 14-7. Waiting on a score out of Southside Bentonville West. Davon straight ahead, across the 40-yard line. He'll get a couple near the 43.
Updated score from Southside Bentonville West. Bentonville West leads 12-0 with 9:45 left to go in the second quarter.
There you go. That's the game we're keeping an eye on, because that is the team that Springdale is competing with for that 6th playoff spot, the Southside Mavericks. Clock running, 8:50 to go. Springdale in absolutely no hurry right now. 20 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. They're going to go with that double tight end pistol set again.
Might as well keep running up the gut until they stop it.
That's McKenzie Reed in motion. Now Davon going to come alongside. Now we're going to try Landon on the quarterback power. He's going to wind up losing about a yard.
Yeah, and Sparks tried to lay the hit, tried to lay the block there on Eli Estes, number 27, but he did a good job of shedding it and getting the hand on Phipps to get the tackle.
So it's 3rd down and 9 after the 1-yard loss. Springdale passing the football tonight, not bad. I mean, it's been short. 8 out of 13 for Landon here in the first half.
Better than what it normally is.
47 yards total. Long thus far is just 9 yards. Here's Landon to throw. Fires, got Davon, couldn't hold on at the 44, and that ball's going to be incomplete, and now Springdale's going to have to kick it.
There's that hole across the middle that we talked about earlier in the game that just keeps naturally developing against this Bentonville Tigers. You thought they finally took advantage of it. Davon gets up there, it just goes right through his hands.
That's a ball you got to catch.
You got to catch that. It's just another one of those small little mistakes that, in the grand scheme of the game, you look back and say, hey, man, if you would have caught that, who knows the type of momentum, everything that you got. And now you're standing here at 4-9 looking at another Phipps punt.
Landed in. His first kick was 38 yards. Rogers has just scored again to make it 21-7 over HAR-BER. Cooper Smith back deep. He's at the 30-yard line. Landon comes in tonight, averaging 41.1 yards per kick. 7:53 to go in the half. Springdale about to give it back to Bentonville. Snap is a little high. Landon gets the kickoff. Smith calls for the fair catch at the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. So Springdale again turns it over to Bentonville. Now you're kind of in that you're in that no man's land.
Yeah, you are.
Where you've got to get a stop. To quote Yoda, there is no more try. You only do.
Exactly. That's exactly what you got to do. And ultimately, you're down 14-0 at this point, but that's really only off of 2 plays, right? You still feel confident. You don't feel like this Red Dog defense is getting shredded to pieces. You don't feel like that Bentonville is able to oppose their will at ease on this defense. They've still done some good things. got to do a lot of good things here on this drive.
This is Nye. Pass caught near side, 30-yard line, and we got a foot race. This is Carson Brown, and he is going to go 75 yards for the Bentonville touchdown, and now Springdale has got their work cut out for them. This one is going to go 75 yards, and it's 20-0.
Yeah, that's just another big play there. I thought Sparks was going to be able to catch him there. Didn't take quite the right angle, but, I mean, that's exactly the idea of play that you wanted, that Bentonville drew up, worked perfectly, had the hole out here on the short side, and ran it to perfection.
So Tymason then tried the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score, 7:35 to go here in the first half. 21-0 Bentonville. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Clay Max at NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve.
The Bentonville scoring drives, one play, 75 yards. Carson Brown with the reception, the run, the catch, the 6 points. Tymason adds the extra point. 21-0 our score, 7:35 to go here in the half. And now Springdale, if you're in that phase again, where if you want to keep this thing competitive, you need points here.
No, got to score points here. This is the do or die drive. I mean, you give Bentonville the ball back. You know, they've had 3 big explosive plays for 3 touchdowns, and doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon. So this is where you want that real good, long, methodical drive and being able to put some points on the board.
Tymason's kick goes into the end zone, and Springdale will take over at the 20-yard line. So Landon Phipps will bring out the offense here. Move the football successfully. They've just have
on every drive.
Yeah, on every drive they've been able to move the football. Plays are racking up.
I mean, when was the last time you can remember 4 consecutive drives with a first down?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, 26 plays here through a quarter and just less than a half of the second quarter, which is where you want to be. And controlling the football, they just have not been able to contain Chaz Nimrod and now Carson Brown. The passing game for Bentonville has gone for 212 here in the first half. Phipps in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. He's going to throw. Landon with plenty of time. And now he's being chased, and he's going to be dragged down at the 10-yard line.
Once again, got to know the situation, got to know where you are on the field. That's one of those things. As soon as you get outside the tackle box, I know you're looking downfield. I know you're looking for something open, but you just got to throw that away. You can't afford, what is that, a loss of 10.
Donovan Thomas makes the sack. Ball's going to be put back at the 11-yard line.
Nice to 9.
Clock's running, 7 minutes to go. Now Springdale facing 2nd down and 19. Phipps to Stillwell straight ahead. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Still fighting. He'll get up near the 12-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Ultimately, what do you do here? What kind of trick can you pull out the bag? Do we see one of the trick plays that we saw a few weeks ago? Kind of to start off the game. Actually, that was last week against Fayetteville. Do we see one of those here? I mean, what do you got to lose, right? I mean, and it worked every time that you pulled that trick out of the bag.
So it's 3rd down. We'll call it 18. 6.5 to go here, first half. Springdale facing a long 3rd down. Landon fires down the middle. Pass caught. That's Cortez on the reception at the 26. It's a clean hit, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 4. And Chris Cortez slow to get up.
Yeah, I believe that was Cooper Smith playing a little defense out here with that big hit.
It's a 14-yard pickup. And while they tend to Chris, we'll take a quick timeout. 6:09 to go in the half. Springdale trails 21-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Claymaxi NWA and claymaxinwa.com.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means
Bulldog was Chris Cortez. He's up under his own power. Just looked like he got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's all it was. It should be fine. Should be back into this game real time soon. That's just one of those where you get hit in the gut and you just have that type of feeling where it does just take you a minute to catch your breath.
So Landon Phipps will come in to punt. His last effort, 34 yards. Cooper Smith drops back deep. Clock now winding at 6:05 to go in the half. And Springdale's going to call for.
I saw that one.
We did see that one. This is going to be another false start against Springdale, and this has become just a weekly issue with them. 4 or 5 of these a night, and Springdale just can't hold your water and get the snap off.
Yeah, and at this point in the season, it's really trying to figure out how do you fix it. I'm sure the Springdale coaching staff has tried everything. They've worked on it. They've worked on discipline. They've worked on noise out there. They've ran the guys probably for it. At this point, it's just between the ears.
Phipps' punt is short and is going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Bentonville's going to get their best starting field position of the ball game. And again, that wind has suddenly picked up. It is just
it goes up and it goes down.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. They're going to mark it out at the. I don't think they've made a 43. They haven't marked the sticks. Looks like
the ball's at the 45.
Okay, so we're going to put it out at the 45. So it winds up being a 24-yard punt.
Not one of his finest, but you can definitely understand with the way this wind has been changing up and swirling all night. That's kind of what we expected would happen coming into the game.
5:46 to go in the half. Drew Wright is back in at the quarterback spot. Bentonville leads 21-0. Wright coming near side. He's going to tuck it and run at the 45, the 40. He's going to run out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It'll be close to first down yardage. We'll see where they mark him.
I think they're going to mark him about 2 yards short, right at about the 37.
Put him out at the 37. So it'll bring up second down 2. Clock stop, 5:39 to go in the half.
He got 8 yards, but some positives on that. Great downfield coverage, you know, especially when their 3 scoring plays have all been on some broken coverage or getting behind the coverage type of plays. You like to see that good downfield coverage on that play.
So second down 2. Wright with the play fake, and now under pressure. They try and set up the screen. Oh. Boy, he threw it right to Alexis Castillo.
Oh, man, he wants that one back.
Yeah, that's one of the
eyes got big, and he went, oh, goodness. Wasn't expecting it.
I don't know what Wright was looking at.
I think that was just a busted-up play. You look at that fake handoff. The handoff wasn't anywhere close to the back. He looks back to the backside. There's really nobody there. Somebody got their wires crossed.
Well, it'll bring up third down and 2. 5:32 to go in the half. They're going to go with a big formation here. I'll bet you they're going behind big Joseph Sua on the left side, just a guess. And here they go. This one's going to go for a big gain inside the 20-yard line. That's Chris Collier-Surley. His first carry of the ball game's a big one. Inside the red zone goes Bentonville, and that'll be a first down.
That was just good eyesight there by Collier-Surley there to realize it was a design play to the left, and you saw Bentonville crash down and clog up those holes, and Surley just saw something on the right side, decided to go with it, cut it back, and found the hole.
Clock running, 5:08 to go in the half. First down, 10, ball at the 19. Collier-Surley stays in the backfield with Drew Wright. This is Collier-Surley. Bouncing off tackles, and he's going to be dragged down at the 15-yard line. Bring up second down. Kane Pinto there to make the stop for Springdale. They'll mark him at the 16. And, you know, at this point, you're just kind of hoping maybe you prolong this a little bit. Bentonville certainly got control of the football game. You want your defense to rise up, maybe get you a turnover here, try and get this thing back. You know, if you can get a score before halftime, and get this into anything is possible. They've turned them over once. you're hoping your defense can rise up and make yet another stop.
Yeah, you hope so. And you hope just to get some positives going into half, get some of that confidence back, and ultimately see what you can do.
So second down, right to throw. Got Stalls out in the flat. It's Brandon Lauder's going to drag him down. It's going to be real close to first down yardage. I think where they're marking him, he's got it.
They're going to give it to him. I think he fell forward for about a half a yard, and yep, there goes those chains of falling down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 7. Or no, actually from the
we'll call it the 8-yard line.
8,
So
9.
I was joking with you before the game. You look up at some point and you go, how did Bentonville get up?
Yeah.
So they're just like Old Man River. I mean, they got almost 270 yards total offense in the first half.
But outside of 3 plays, it doesn't really feel like they've broken anything.
Exactly. It's 3 big plays, and that's just how they do this. Ficklen's checked in at the running back spot. They'll give it to him coming far side, and he's going to power his way inside the 5. That'll bring up second down and goal.
Positive play for the Tigers, but also a good, decent play there by Springdale. Way to flow as a defense to that side and ultimately break up some of those blockers and be able to tackle them.
Bentonville trying to play for the 2-for-1 here. They've got the football. They also get it to start the second half, so they can bleed this a little bit and possibly get out of here with that with a 4-score lead to get the football first to start the second half. That's probably the game plan at this point. Here's Wright. He's going to throw. He's firing far corner. He's got Cooper Smith, easy touchdown, and it's now 27-0.
Yeah, unfortunately for Hernandez there again, I think he just got lost right there in the
just
shuffle. A lot of crossing
it's
guys.
just a simple forks, post corner, whatever you want to call it.
But when you get those guys crossing, that can really screw up a defense, and
it's a
guys
rub.
get lost in it.
It's a rub. Yeah. It's offensive pass interference is what it is. But, I mean, everybody runs it.
Everybody does it. So it almost be, if you're Bentonville and they call it, even if they're in Springdale side they call that, you're like, oh, come on, guys, are we going to be that?
Tymoson's extra points on the way. And it's good. So with 3:12 to go here in the half, Springdale trails 28-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
We're here. Here. And here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
The Bentonville scoring drive, 7 plays, 45 yards. Bentonville now leads 28-0. Drew Wright throws another touchdown pass. He's having himself quite the first half. He is 7 out of 10, 224 yards and 4 touchdowns. Can't do much better than that.
No, you can't. I don't know about you, but I could really use a Tajon Sparks return here, a big one.
Well, Tajon and Davon both back deep. Tymoson's got it teed up. 3:12 to go in the half. Springdale just trying to get something started here. Again, next week is really kind of the Super Bowl. It's going to be Southside, who is losing to Bentonville West 12-0 at the last check. Southside and Springdale playing for that 6th seed. It doesn't matter what Southside does tonight. If they win, if Springdale wins the game next week, Springdale would go anyway. So it's going to come down to next week. This is Tajon at the 5. Little crease across the 25, 30. He's going to get out near the 34-yard line. So Springdale will start with good field position.
Good return there by Tajon. Almost was able to break it off there up the middle. Good field position. See if something can happen. Kind of exactly almost around where you started that first drive where you got a lot of momentum, where you got three or four first downs.
So Tajon, 28-yard return, puts the ball at the 33. And that's where Springdale will start. This is Davon across the 35-yard line. Clock running, 2:55 to go.
This might be unpopular opinion, but I'm never a big fan of those kind of just like shovel tosses, just underhand right up to him. I mean, especially if you've got a crossing guy like that in motion, it's much easier just to hand it off and secure it a little bit better, because once that ball gets airborne, crazy things can happen. But luckily, nothing bad happened.
It was a 4-yard pickup. Clock running, 2:30 to go in the half. Springdale has all 3 of their timeouts. It's Cortez in motion. They're going to set up the screen to Davon. 40-yard line. Pops out to the 45. It's going to be enough for a first down.
And that's all it is right now. Sitting here down 28-0, about to go into half. See if you can't put some points on the board and get some momentum and get some things that you can point to at the halftime that's saying, hey, guys, this is working. If we keep doing this, if we keep just clawing our way back, clawing our way into the game, we get some defensive stops. Who's to say we can't climb back into it?
Davon Sparks will go in motion far side. Landon quickly fires, and that one's going to fall incomplete. Looking for Cortez. Landon on the night, 11 out of 18, 73 yards. It's been tough go running the football. 14 carries overall, 35 yards for this Springdale offense. An offense that came in averaging 176 yards per game. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 45, 2:07 to go in the half. It is senior night here. A lot of festivities going on. I'm watching here in the corner, the Bentonville band warming up. It is going to be in a halftime extravaganza. This is Stillwell. He's going to get a couple maybe out to the 48-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Good hard-nosed run there by Stillwell. Got met in the backfield. Could have just, fallen down, but decided he's going to push forward, going to get the positive yards, kept the feet churning, and was able to get a few.
Minute 45 seconds ago. Again, Springdale's got all 3 timeouts. This will be a 3rd down and 8. Springdale on the night. 3rd downs, they are 2 out of 7. Landon's going to throw. Blitz coming. Good protection. Fires far side. Pass caught. We got a 1st down at the
It's going to be
40.
Wiley out there on the
Danner's
outside.
Wiley with the catch. We'll see where they mark it, but it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Danner's 2nd catch tonight. It's going to be placed at the 43 of Bentonville.
Now you actually start looking about clock management, making sure that you have enough time to get in that red zone, start using some of those timeouts here.
Misspoke. That's Danner's 3rd catch, 17 yards total. Landon fires quick. Chris Cortez going to squirt out of bounds at the 36, and I think we're going to get a late hit.
Yeah, we got it. There it is.
Yeah, we did. So Chris Cortez gets the 7-yard pickup.
Tack on another 15.
That's right. So Springdale will get 1st down out of this. Ball will be placed real close to the 20-yard line. Just depends on where they marked him out. It looks like at the 36. So this will be the 2nd personal foul against Bentonville. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Springdale will get it at about the 21 with 1:12 to go.
Plenty of time here. Got all 3 timeouts, can pretty much use the entire playbook.
This is Springdale's deepest penetration since their opening drive, which ended in a missed field goal.
Yeah, definitely first time you're back kind of in that red zone. Gotten close to the 30, but not actually within the 25-yard red zone line. Definitely need to come away with some points.
1st and 10, Landon going to run the quarterback power, makes one guy miss, and he's going to be dragged down at the 18.
Good move there by Landon to extend the play, get a few more yards. Nice little stop juke kind of thing.
13-yard pickup brings up 2nd down 7. Springdale with all 3 timeouts, and there just doesn't seem to be any urgency to get a playoff.
And that's been one of the criticisms for the Springdale coaching staff this season. Clock management has not been a strong suit of theirs this year.
40 seconds to go. Phipps is going to throw the corner out. He's got Davon. And it's going to be intercepted by Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith going to take it 8 yards deep out of the end zone. Cross the 20, and he's going to be run down at the 26. So Landon throws his 2nd interception on the night. This one hurts because you had driven down the field, and now Bentonville's got 27 seconds and 2 timeouts, and the way that their offense has been rolling, you could get this to 35 pretty quick.
Yeah, the thing about that throw, and I'm not going to sit here and say that it was a great decision, but I don't think it was a bad decision there by Phelps. He had the small window. The problem was he floated it. He put too much air on the ball, needed to put some zip, put that one on a line right in the chest of Davon Sparks. But when you float it, you give those defenders time to cut down that window, and that's exactly what happened.
So it's 1st and 10. Carter Nye is checked in at the quarterback spot, and he's going to throw. Nye fires, pass complete near side.
Going to be number 13, Q Brown.
Aquarius Q Brown with the reception. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. They're going to mark him out at the 38.
If you're Bentonville here, you've still got 2 timeouts, 20 seconds. Your passing game has been working. Do you take a shot? Even knowing you get the ball back.
They're going to try. Nye's going to throw again. Good protection. Looking for Nimrod. Pass caught at the 43-yard line. 14 seconds to go in the half.
That's a great catch. Good coverage there on the outside. by Tajon Sparks. Just Nimrod able to get his hands extended and bring the ball in.
You probably got 2 plays left. 14 seconds and 2 timeouts. You can use the whole field if you want. If you're Bentonville.
Here's the main thing I'm looking at. Do not put Tajon Sparks on an island over here with Nimrod.
And now they got him bracketed. Nye's going to fire. Pass caught. Cooper Smith at the 30-yard line. 8 seconds to go. It's enough for a first down. And I think Bentonville's going to call the timeout. They sure did. So it's a 13-yard pickup, and we'll hold it right here. You got
time for 2 more.
You think?
Yeah, I think you got time. If you get out of bounds.
It's 28-0, 8 seconds to go in the half.
I mean, here's what I'm worried about with this Bentonville Tigers, especially they're probably what I'm thinking they're going to do come out here, right, is they're going to put Nimrod on the far side out there, just do a quick little 3-step drop, throw the fade, throw it right there on the sideline. That way it's easy to get out, or, if you're able to get some space from your defender, you take it into the house. That's the play that I would be drawing up if I'm Bentonville. And if I'm Springdale, that's the play I'm thinking they're going to.
Yeah, first thing you're going to do is identify him.
Yeah.
Know where he is.
Know where number 5 is.
Make sure somebody's near him. They had the bust on the first touchdown. The second was just, it was just a pump and go, and, he just wound up beating Tajon, and that's why he's a 3-star athlete going to play in the SEC next year.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to line him
right
over here on the left.
Yeah, you've got to roll coverage to him clearly. So it's 1st and 10, ball's at the 38 seconds to go. Nye is going to throw. And he's going to take a shot at the end zone. He's got Cooper Smith at the goal line, and that ball's going to go incomplete. And you're right, they're going to get 2 plays out of this. 2 seconds left.
I'm kind of shocked they went far side. I mean, heck of an arm there by Nye.
They're going to send Logan Tymason in. This is going to be a long one. This is going to be about a 47-yard attempt. Again, the wind is blowing, as you're looking at the field here, is blowing from the Springdale sideline to the Bentonville sideline. So this is going to have to look like one of those golf shots played into the wind. Tymason's got a leg. I mean, he's got without obstruction, he's put the ball in the end zone twice. So this will be a 47-yard attempt. Snap's good, kicks on the way, and that's going to be
short. And left.
And that is going to be how the first half will end. Our score after 2 quarters. Bentonville 28, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown fresh.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings. Shake it in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken. Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure. The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Claymaxi NWA and claymaxinwa.com.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken. Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure. The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Climax at the NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. Right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Climax the NWA and climaxthenwa.com.
First Security is here, only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken. Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
At America's Car Mart, our purpose is providing customers peace of mind with quality vehicles to keep you on the road. And right now, we're kicking off 2021 with a huge sale, the New Year's sale. Drive away today for as low as $199 down on select vehicles. Ask about the New Year's sale or start your approval online right now. No matter where you are on your car buying journey, we're here for you, keeping you on the road. America's Car Mart.
First Security is here. Only here.
Welcome back to Bentonville. Our halftime score, Bentonville 28, Springdale nothing. I told you before the game, it's just one of those things you look up at halftime and you go, how are they up 28-0? It's been a couple of big plays. Otherwise, Springdale sort of held their own.
Yeah, ultimately, that's all it's been. It's been a few misreads, mistakes by the Springdale defense. But other than that, they've played pretty well. And as far as the offensive side of the ball goes, been able to move the drive. I mean, I can't remember the last time that Springdale has played a game where they made it through the half with only 1 3-and-out.
Yeah.
I mean, most of their drives, they were able to get something going. They were able to have some first downs, have some momentum going, but ultimately just kept shooting themselves in the foot with the false start penalties.
Well, the two turnovers, 7 penalties have certainly contributed to a lot of that. Springdale with just 130 yards. Or check that. 130 yards total offense in the first half on 37 plays. Bentonville, 316 yards on 25 plays. It's been the passing game which has really sort of cost Springdale. Passing-wise, on the Bentonville side, Wright is 10 out of 14 for 267 and 4 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Chaz Nimrod, the Tennessee commit, 3 catches, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Smith has 2 interceptions plus 4 catches for 43 yards and a touchdown. Their playmakers have certainly made plays here in the first half. Springdale's got to get it going here. Now, Bentonville's going to get the football first. 1 score and you're into the sportsmanship rule. So this is this opening drive.
This is big time.
This is a big-time drive.
If you want to have any hope and prayer of crawling your way back in this game, you cannot have the sportsmanship rule go down because, heck, even if they get up 35-0, you get them back and score, that clock's still rolling.
A couple of scores from around the 7A West. We're trying to get a score on the Fayetteville Heritage game to see if Fayetteville can lock up their first conference title since 1963, outright conference title.
I would bet they did.
Yeah, probably. Bentonville West, leads Southside, next week's opponent, 12-0 at halftime. HAR-BER trails Rogers 21-7. I'm being told by Donald Tucker that at the end of the first half, Rogers almost took one back, a pick six, knocked out in HAR-BER territory, but that one is 21-7. So nothing has really changed as far as the playoff outlook goes. Right now, Fayetteville's still the 1, Bentonville the 2, Rogers is the 3. West is likely the 4. If HAR-BER loses tonight, they'll be the 5. And then next week it sets up, basically a one-game showdown between Southside and Springdale for the 6th seed and a right to go down and play one of those teams out of that monster that is the 7A Central.
Yeah, it's win or go home, and as true to the fact as the matter as it can be. And you want to get in the playoffs, one, because it's just nice to have that extra game for these young men to extend their playing career for a lot of them by just one more game under the lights, something that I know that they will treasure for the rest of their lives. And anything can happen when you get into playoff football, right?
Yeah,
I mean, anything happens.
It can and does, and that's
in the postseason.
So Springdale is going to kick the football off. We're waiting for them to come in. They are huddled up here down around the 15-yard line. I was just watching Jody Grant, the head coach here at Bentonville, 64-16 in his career, and there are people around this town that are unhappy.
I don't know how.
I don't know how.
You're putting up Nick Saban numbers here, and
this Bentonville team is just one of the most consistent programs over the last 20 years. This Bentonville program, built originally by Barry Lunny when he came up from Southside, Barry Lunny Sr. that is, and then handed to Jody Grant when he retired. So Springdale going to kick off, and the clock hits 000. So here we go. We'll wait for them to come out of the huddle on the sidelines. Bentonville going to send back Chaz Nimrod. He'll be back deep. Looks like Carson Brown, and I believe near side that is Laquarius Q. Brown as well. Now check that's Josh Ficklin. So Springdale kickoff, in need of a stop. Otherwise, we go into the sportsmanship rule, and we certainly don't want that.
No.
That will make the game a whole lot shorter. We'd like for Springdale to get busy here, get a couple scores, make this ball game. Cortez has it teed up. And they're going to look to angle kick this thing, maybe try to get a bounce off one of these up men and give the kick team a chance to recover. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network as we start the second half. The whistle blows. We are underway. It's going to be a little pooch kick. It's going to come far side. Anderson lets it go out of bounds. Looks like it goes out at the 31, and that's where Bentonville will take over. So, and honestly, there's really not a huge penalty for that.
I was about to say, does it not go to the 35?
It'll go to the 35 or 40-yard line.
So only about 4 yards from where the ball went out of bounds.
So that's where Bentonville will take over.
Still, you don't want to give them that much good of that pretty good field position to start it off here.
It's a 21-point explosion in the second quarter for Bentonville. Ficklin's going to come out as the running back. Looks like Drew Wright, he'll be the quarterback. He started the game. They've been rotating Carter Nye and Drew Wright. Now they're going to mark it at the 37, so they give him a 5-yard penalty from where it went out of bounds. So first down 10.
That's weird, but okay.
First down 10, ball's at the 37. Ficklin, the running back. Here's Drew Wright. He's going to be met at the 38, and he's going to power his way past the 40-yard line. Lauder there to meet him, but it's going to wind up being about a 6-yard pickup out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, one way that Drew Wright was able to extend that play is because he was met up high, right? When you meet a guy like that up high who's got some momentum, and also when he hit the Bulldog defenders, they were flat-footed, right? He was able to drive them back, and when you go high and you're flat-footed, that's never a recipe for success. You got to go low, and you got to stay on the balls of your feet.
Second down 4 coming up. Wright with the play fake. And he's got Cooper Smith down the middle of the field wide open. Smith makes the catch at the 12-yard line. It'll be first down Bentonville.
Great catch there by Cooper. Just wide open once again, just a blown coverage. I think the Springdale defender was expecting to have some help over the top, and there's just nobody there.
So it's first down. Clock stopped momentarily at 11:15 while they set the chains. And now it'll roll. Ball be placed at the 12. Double tight end set down to the right. Ficklin's the running back. That's Stalls in motion. They're going to give it to Ficklin straight ahead. He finds a little seam inside the 10, now down near the 5-yard line.
This has probably been the you still had that big play, but the best drive put together by Bentonville, where everything that they've tried has worked for positive yards. They have not really been stopped at the line like we saw in a lot of the drives and plays in the first half.
Ball resting at the 6-yard line. Kane Pinto made that stop. So Wright and Ficklin again in a pistol set, double tight end. Ficklin coming off the left side. Dragged down there. First guy to meet him, there's Junior Flores. Gain will be maybe a half a yard near the 5-yard line. Eduardo there as well to kind of clean him up. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. The line to make will be, we'll call it the 2.5. You got to imagine if you're Jody Grant and the Bentonville Tigers, you're going for this. This is 2-down territory no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, no need to go for the field goal at this point of the game. You go ahead and get up that 7 points and get that mercy rule in effect if you're Bentonville.
3rd down 3. This is Ficklin, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the Bentonville touchdown with 9:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So, lead now at 34-0. Ficklin's first touchdown in the ballgame. Tymoson's going to come on to try the extra point. And that drive.
That was a very similar play that we saw in the first half where they were able to extend the drive on 3rd down again, where everybody flowed to the right. It's a design run to the right, or at least that's what it looks like, and then just a quick step back to green grass on the other side.
Tymoson in to try. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 9:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bentonville 35, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale.
9:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tajon and Davon are back deep for Springdale. Tymoson has it teed up. And, this Bentonville bunch, they're going to go to 7-2 on the year. And they've got a big one next week with crosstown rival Bentonville West. Bentonville West has never beaten Bentonville. So they will turn their attention towards their crosstown rival. Springdale going to face Southside next week for the right to go to the 7A playoffs. Springdale didn't make the playoffs last year. And now, I checked that they did, but it was 2 years ago they didn't make it. Made it last year, went down to Conway. This is going to be Davon at the 4. Davon across the 20, 25, and he's going to get out near the 35-yard line, still going. And he's going to go down at the 38-yard line. And Springdale have good field position here for their first drive.
Yeah, some of the best field position they've had all night. And the best thing about that is you're not seeing quit yet. You know?
No,
that's a hard hustling play there by Davon, and that's something you definitely want to see here. Is still, still some drive in them, some fire in those eyes to make something positive happen.
I was just talking to Brooks Rawson at halftime. He was on staff last year at Springdale, and first thing he says, man, these kids play hard. Here's Landon on the quarterback power, trying to turn it up across the 40-yard line. It'll be about a 2-3-yard pickup on 1st down. It'll set up 2nd and long.
Looks like they're going to try to quicken up the tempo here as Landon gets up, and he's ready right for the next call. Well, it looked like they were going to do that. No, not.
Yeah. I think this is one of those situations here. I mean, the game's almost out of reach. You certainly don't want to get anybody hurt at this point because next week is the Super Bowl.
It's big.
4 wide receivers set, 2nd down 8. Landon gives to Stillwell, and he might get a yard up to the 42-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and very long.
And here's the real question. You would like to maybe get some of your key guys out of there. You'd maybe like to get Sparks and Landon out, get Wiley, Cortez out on the outside. But with the injury bug that has really hit the Springdale Bulldog team, who do you have in reserves to kind of come in and use up some garbage time?
3rd down 7. Landon's going to throw, and we've got whistles. Looks like flags are down, and I think we're going to get another false start penalty.
And the clock is stopped for some reason.
And I'm not real sure why.
Yeah.
We got a guy in a ladder climbing up to the clock. A lot going on here right now with 8:17 to go third quarter. They'll back him up to the 37. And they wind the clock.
I thought with the mercy rule, the clock doesn't stop unless it's a change of possession.
Dude, it is town to town. I got nothing for you. 8 minutes to go. It's 3rd down and 12. Landon going to try a little delay here. Across the 40, 45, out near the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and we'll call it 3.5. And I'm not sure what Coach Hobbs wants to do here. But he does not appear to be sending anybody into the ball game, so it looks like Springdale's going to go.
Yeah, extend that drive. I mean, that was one of the best runs that we've seen out of Landon thus far in this game.
So 4th down and 4. And we've got flags down.
And the clock is stopped once again.
Well, that was stopped by the referee.
Okay.
And this one's going to go against Bentonville. So
yeah, he jumped a bit. I thought he might have been able to get back in time, but they haven't really. These referees haven't really given the defensive guys to really get out of the neutral zone. As soon as they cross it, it seems like they're blowing the whistle.
So Springdale gets the 1st down at the 49-yard line in Bentonville territory. 7.5 minutes to go third quarter. Landon in the shotgun, sends Cortez in motion. Landon's going to fire, and he throws it into double coverage and nearly intercepted. Ball knocked away there by the free safety. That's John Pike. Going to bring up 2nd down. That's a little deep shot. They've run that play a couple of times and dropped it out to the wide receiver, Junior Reyna, on that play. This one they take the shot deep.
Yeah, we've talked about it as far as this Bentonville defense goes. You have some shots over the middle that you can take. They try to take it there just a little too high.
So it's 2nd down 10, ball to 49. Double tight end set. McKenzie Reed and Stillwell on the tight ends. That's Reed in motion. And Springdale's going to call a timeout. Yes, they are. So the clock will stop with 6:33 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure. The Springdale Chamber of Commerce is among the top 1% of chambers in the nation to be honored with a 5-star rating by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We work each day to make our members more profitable through programming and events that
6:33 to go here in the third quarter. 35-0 our score. Next week we'll be on the air 6:30 back at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Southside's in town. Playoff berth will be on the line. Last check, Southside now that. Thank you, Maddie. 12-7 the score down in Roland Stadium down at Fort Smith between Bentonville West and Southside. Regardless of what happens down there, tomorrow or next Friday night is for a playoff for the 6th playoff spot.
Yeah, it is, and that's where the season is really boiled down to. You got the one win earlier this season at Rogers Heritage. Now ultimately going to try to finish it out on senior night back in Springdale against the Southside team that's struggling, and they're looking to bust into the playoffs too.
Davon Sparks with the carry. He's not going to get much. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Just checking numbers here across the front. Looks like Springdale's got Grayson Bowman's checked in at a wide receiver spot. Everybody appears to be the one still out there for both squads here. So Springdale go 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. 3rd down 10, clock running, 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Landon fires high, pass complete. Danners Wiley at the 40. He's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, going to be about a yard and a half short. Great pitch and catch there from Landon to Wiley. Good concentration there by Wiley as he could probably feel that defender right there on his back. Let the ball come straight into his body, clenches it up.
This is going to bring up 4th down and 1. 2 wide receivers set, or 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Landon's going to throw. Pass, caught, Wiley, 30-yard line. He's going to be dragged down inside the 25. First down, Bulldogs.
Hey, there once again another great pitch and catch right across the middle there for Danvers Wiley, as he's starting to have a good game.
5:10 to go here, third quarter. Springdale gets the first down at the 25-yard line. Springdale yet to be able to pop this thing in the end zone. They've gotten close. Just haven't been able to put one in the end zone so far. Play clock at 20. Plenty of time there. 3 wide receivers. Stillwell and Sparks alongside Landon Phipps in the backfield. Landon fires near side pass. Nearly caught Grayson Bowman. It's going to fall incomplete. Caleb Young there on the defense. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Good decision there by Phillips. Just the execution wasn't quite there, just a little far out of the reach.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. No changes in personnel as far as the Dogs go. Clock moving, 4:25 to go, third quarter. Landon going to throw again. Blitz coming. Stands in tall. He's got a man in the end zone. Ball sails over Chris Cortez's head, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Was there for a second.
Was there. But, hey, you got to give credit to Bentonville right there. You thought that Cortez was going to have a wide-open catch there in the end zone. Good job there on the outside. I can't quite
Garrett Langford, number 11.
I was about to say I couldn't quite make out the number, but he did a good job of closing out the distance between him and Cortez.
I got to give Jody Grant some credit. A couple years ago, Bentonville used to have black numbers with a gold outline.
Oh, no.
It was awful.
Oh, no.
So these numbers are actually readable.
Yeah, they are.
3rd down and 10. 4 wide receivers set. Phipps under pressure, and he's going to go down back at the 32-yard line.
He didn't see him.
It's Adams on the sack, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and very long. I mean, you've got to go for it here. The line to make will be the 15. It's a 6-yard loss. It'll bring up 4th down at 16 as the clock continues to run here with 3:20 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, that was just a good design blitz there for Adams by Bentonville. And left tackle didn't see him. Phipps did not see him. He was completely looking to the far side of the field and just paid for it right there.
4th down coming up, 4th and 16. Springdale's got the screen set up. This is Stillwell. And he's not going to get anywhere near the first down. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25, and Bentonville will take over there. We can update a score out of the 7A. Fayetteville leads Heritage at halftime 35-7, so they are well on their way to winning their first outright conference title since 1963.
Wow.
And next week we'll seek to be perfect in conference for the first time in quite a long time. They will take on HAR-BER. I believe that game is, if we're at home, so that game would be at Fayetteville. So Bentonville will take over.
So HAR-BER and Springdale never play at home in the same week?
Never at home in the same week.
Oh.
35-0 our score, 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. The Bentonville offense comes out. There are a number of starters still out there. Carter Nye going to check in at the quarterback spot. Sean Anderson is the running back.
Nimrod's still out there on the far side.
So Nye going to set up the screen. And that is nearly intercepted and caught. That is a great bit of concentration here by the tight end.
That'd be number 31, Luke Wright.
Yeah, Luke Wright with the catch. I think it was Caden Spencer that nearly had the interception.
Yeah, it went straight through his hands.
Yeah, it went right through his hands, and Wright comes up with the reception across midfield into Springdale territory. Now Bentonville's going to try and go with a little pace.
Kind of shocked that they would go with the pace and kind of go with the passing game here at this point in the game.
This is Anderson. He's going to get close to the 40-yard line and run out of bounds. It'll be a 7-yard pickup. We'll bring up second down. We'll call it 3. The line to make will be the 38-yard line. Clock running last 90 seconds of the third quarter. We're going to go quickly here. We're under the sportsmanship rule.
It seems that Bentonville has pulled out at least their 2-star wide receivers in Cooper Smith and Nimrod.
This is Nye. He's going to get the first down across the 40-yard line and out at the 36. Joseph Sua's still out there. Looking at the offensive line, Sua's still out there. A lot of the first-team offensive line still out there. Carter Nye, who has been rotating at the quarterback spot, he's still out there. But you're right, the receivers seem to have changed. Ficklin has not come back in the ball game. And it'll be 1st and 10 as we go under a minute to go third quarter.
Yeah, right now you got a pair of sophomores in C.J. Brown and Q. C.J. Brown and Q. Brown in the slots and the outside there.
Nye, pass complete. That's going to be Carson Brown with the catch, and he's going to be dragged down close to the 10-yard line. That's C.J. Brown with the catch. And the ball will be placed just inside the 10, last 30 seconds of the third quarter. They're going to have to run a play. The play clock's about a second ahead of the game clock, so they'll have to run a play here before the fourth quarter. So it's 1st and goal. Anderson, the running back, behind Nye. And we've got flags down. Yeah, they'll get them for the false start.
It's about time they got one too, right?
It'll back them up 5 yards. And it'll bring up 1st and goal from the 15-yard line.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of play calling Bentonville comes out here in the fourth quarter, just due to the fact that we've had the sportsmanship rule in effect, they've thrown the ball a lot more than you would expect a team that would up 35.
Clock hits 000. The third quarter is over. Our score, Bentonville 35, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Strengthen our economy, help to create jobs for a growing population, and support the needs of a diverse community. We make Springdale a better place to live. Learn more about the Chamber and Springdale by visiting our website, springdale.com.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Fourth quarter, this is Anderson on the carry, 15-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage inside the 10, and he's going to be run down at about the 8-yard line. Clock has not started yet.
Still has not started.
Still hasn't started.
I've seen multiple waves there. Clock operator is over here to my right. I think he's having a heart attack here.
There we go.
There we go. Way to hit the button there, bud.
Yeah, I think we'll get a stoppage. It's kept on the field. So.
He was a little distracted.
Well, I don't know what he was looking at.
I don't either.
Clock running now, 11:45 to go here in the quarter. It's 2nd down goal. Ball's at the 7-yard line. Anderson alongside Nye in the backfield. Nye's going to throw. And he's got C.J. Brown wide open. He's going to catch it for
almost intercepted.
Wow. I'll tell you what. I thought I don't know if he eased up. I don't know what happened there.
I think he was. Seems like it would be a perfect throw, and just he didn't make a play on the ball.
Yeah, that was wild. I mean, the way he turned, I was like, okay.
And the ball wasn't even that far out of reach. He just turned, and you thought he was just going to put his hands up like this and just went, nah, I'm good.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal. Anderson, the running back. They'll go 3 to the top of the screen. Tight end Luke Wright's to the bottom here. He's in line alongside Joseph Sua. Play fake, Nye, rolling far side. This time he's got C.J. Brown in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah,
the pass complete to C.J. Brown for the touchdown, 7 yards. Carter Nye makes it 41-0, pending Logan Thomason's extra point.
That's just extending the play, as the play gets extended, the chances of the shutdown D there in the second in the secondary, it slowly starts to dwindle, and that's just extending the play and creating opportunities.
Thomason's kicks up and good. 10:51 to go here in the ball game. 42-0 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition.
10:51 to go in the ball game. Couple of scores to update you on. Rogers now leads HAR-BER 21-14 in the third quarter. West leads Southside 20-7. That's the game we're keeping an eye on. Fayetteville at last report leading Rogers Heritage 35-7. So Springdale's going to get the football for the second time here. Tejan and Davon drop back deep. Tymason has it teed up. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to hit at the 20. It's going to take a sideways spin. Tejan picks it up at the 17, and he is going to be swamped back at the 20-yard line. So that's where Springdale will start. Clock will stop momentarily on the change of possession, and then it will wind again. Just a reminder, we're on the air next week, 6:30 pregame show. 7 o'clock kickoff. Southside is in town. Winners going to the playoffs. Losers going to the offseason. Had a chance to see Jeremy Price earlier this week. And basketball team, I love talking to Jeremy because every time I'm like, so tell me something. Tell me if we're going to be good. He's like,
that coach speak.
He was all about the coach speak, but he had a big grin on his face.
Yeah.
So as he was doing it. So
you got to read the facial expressions more than the words themselves.
We'll be back in January after the Christmas break to bring you Bulldog basketball. But right now, Springdale's got the football. This is Ronnie Stillwell going straight ahead. He's going to get about 8 yards on first down. And, if you're Springdale at this point, you're just trying to, A, keep guys healthy, and then, B, try to get something going.
Get some positives, going in into the last week of the season, where we talked about it multiple times that it's a Super Bowl. It is the must-win of must-win games to keep this season alive and to hopefully see if something crazy can't happen in the playoffs. And you need some positives. You need for not only the coaching staff, but for the players to look back and say, hey, we were able to do something.
Landon's pass complete far side. That's Grayson Bowman on the reception. It'll be enough for a first down. Clock running at 9:35 to go here in the ball game. Ball's at the 38. They'll go 4 wide receivers. Stillwell's in the backfield alongside Landon Phipps. Stillwell straight ahead. And going to get 2. We got a flag down.
Oh, probably going to get a second flag in there, too. I'm shocked they didn't throw it. Who was that for Springdale come charging in there in that pile?
And we'll wait for the call. It'll be personal foul face mask against Bentonville. So Springdale get a first down out of the play. Clock is, again, stopped momentarily. 9:13 to go. That's Davon. He'll circle back into the backfield. They'll give it to him. Davon on the outside zone. 40-yard line. Davon's got a crease. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Springdale. Davon Sparks from 44 yards, and the Dogs are on the board.
The best thing outside the touchdown that you saw Davon Sparks do there, he turned it up north to south. He didn't keep trying to extend it out east to west. Saw the hole, cut back inside, made a guy miss, and just was off to the races.
So Davon Sparks with another touchdown run. This one 44 yards. Springdale will send it on the extra point team. Chris Cortez, he'll check in. Cortez 15 out of 19 on extra points this season. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 8:51 to go in the ball game. Bentonville 42, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Everywhere. Bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks. Bring on summer.
Clay Max at NWA, it's just an easy, customer-centered experience. right now is probably the easiest time that I've ever seen to achieve financing for people on maybe even a more expensive vehicle or more accommodating vehicle for their family. I've got the best inventory, I would say, in the state, and my people are not only
8:51 to go in the ball game. Davon Sparks giving Springdale their first score of the game, 44-yard touchdown run. 42-7 our score. Chris Cortez brings the kick team out. He's got it teed up. Keeping an eye on that Bentonville West Southside game, 20-7. Southside will come up the hill through the tunnel, and they will be at Gerald Williams next Friday night as we get ready for. Basically, it's one of those steel cage matches.
Yeah.
No
holds barred.
Somebody's going to go on, and somebody's going home.
You just hope that it doesn't turn into an old-fashioned steel cage wrestling match where chairs are getting brought out from underneath the ring. Jerry Lawler's throwing fire. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. Hopefully nobody's throwing fire or anything next week.
That would be interesting. The ball's going to be placed at the 48-yard line. Clock stopped momentarily at 8:48, as it has for most of my time here at Springdale. It's come down to that last week getting that second win, and this year's going to be no different. Guys got experience doing that stuff. Happened last year. And now the Bentonville offense going to send out a new quarterback. Eli McCall, number 18, is in there. Looks like I think that's Collier Surley in there as well. McCall going to give near side. Kane Pinto, good contact there. He's going to fall forward for about 9 yards. Yeah, that's Collier Surley on the carry. And Springdale still got a lot of their ones out there. Bentonville has gone to their twos. Sometimes some of their threes are out there.
Well, ultimately for Springdale, I mean, you would like to get those twos and threes out there, but you just really don't have the depth.
You don't have the depth to send that many out.
Yeah.
So it's second down 2. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. McCall in the pistol. He'll give to Collier Surley straight ahead, first down yardage. And he is off to the races. Collier Surley is going to get into the end zone for a Bentonville touchdown. This one's going to go from 44 yards, so Bentonville answers right back, and with 7:48 to go in the ball game, they're going to stretch their lead to 48-7. He is a tough guy to bring down. He's got that low center of gravity. He's like a bowling ball.
Yeah, and just keeps those legs driving, keeps his momentum going forward, and just breaks tackles. With a guy like that, arm tackles aren't going to do it. You got to put body to body. Got to wrap ups.
So the extra point team comes out. Tymason on to try the extra point. Tymason's kick on the way and good. So our new score, Bentonville 49, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Playmaxi NWA and playmaxinwa.com.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is
7:48 to go in the ball game. Springdale down 49-7. Tymason into kickoff. Tejon and Davon will drop back deep. We're on the air next week, 6:30 with the pregame show. 7:05, I just like saying that. 7:05 on the kickoff. Tymason's kick is going to be a short one. It's going to be fair caught by Grayson at the 25, and that's where Springdale will take over. They'll wind the clock here in a second. That drive for Bentonville took less than 2 minutes. Collier Surley with the 44-yard touchdown run. And
might have taken less than a minute, it felt like. I mean,
it was
about 3-4 plays.
It wasn't much, and that guy is just hard to tackle.
Yeah.
He's got that low center of gravity, never stops his legs. And
the scary thing is, at least for the next couple of years, or no, he's a senior. Sorry, I was about to say, as the backup, I was kind of expecting him to be somewhat of an underclassman, but.
So it's first down and 10. Ball's at the 26. Luis Tinoco is going to come in. Springdale going to go to the wing tee here. Tinoco's been running as the second team running back or quarterback, and I believe that's Mehdi on the carry, maybe a yard out of it. And Springdale showed this a little at the end of the game last week. Yeah, that was Mehdi on the carry. Showed this a little bit, trying to get back to that wing T. Kane Pinto back for the first time in a while. He'd been out with an ankle injury. He was he is their wing T quarterback. He's the guy that comes in and makes that thing go. So Springdale going deep into the bench now. Play clock right now is at 15. Game clock at 7 minutes. Tinoco going to remain the quarterback. They're going to run the same play. This is Medi, and that's going to get blown up, no gain. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's very rare for a team at any level to kind of know 2 different offenses, right? To kind of have a backup different offensive style.
Man, this is, I used to do Prairie Grove games. Prairie Grove's one of the best teams in the state at running the wing T. And Danny Absher, the coach out there, I mean, that's something that they teach them starting kindergarten.
Yeah.
The first time they put on a helmet, I mean, they start learning the wing T because there are a lot of intricacies to it. And
that's some of the best things that I found out about about Arkansas towns like this is that they start whatever the high school's running at the time. That's what the freshman team's running. That's what the middle school and the elementary and the Pee Wee teams are all running.
Tinoco's pass is complete for another yard. It's going to bring up 4th down. And Springdale will have to kick the football. Under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Landon's going to come on to try the kick. Brown back deep for Bentonville. He's got his feet at the 40-yard line. I think Bentonville had too many guys on the field.
They're going to finally call it.
They're going to get the flag. Landon's kick's going to hit at the 37 and will roll inside the 30-yard line. Now, I don't think it's going to be short of the 1st down.
Do you just re-kick it?
That's a pretty good kick there. I think you
or you just decline the penalty and you say, hey, that was a good kick by Landon. Let's just leave it there at the 30.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Now, they're talking it over at midfield. Too many men on the field for Bentonville's call. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, you could see him sprinting off over here on the short side right here about the 30, 35-yard line and just was about 2 yards short of getting out of bounds. Well, no. Come on, buddy. Just say that they declined it. Don't lie to us. Don't do that.
Now they said there was no foul.
I saw it.
You're
lying.
So Bentonville's going to get the football at the 29-yard line.
There's no flag. That wasn't the 12th man. He was the 11th man.
Unless
because the 11th man always decides to run off the field.
Unless Bentonville had 10 guys on the field after he ran off. That could have been the call.
Yeah, if you buy
if they played with 10.
If you will buy that from the Whitecap, I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona I'd like to sell you right now. Great deal.
5:29 to go in the ball game. McCall's the quarterback. Collier Shirley the running back. He's going to be stood up at the 32-yard line. Maybe about a 3-yard gain on 1st down. Clock continues to wind. That was Carson Cloyd on the carry. A lot of seniors getting playing time here on senior night, making sure everybody gets into the stat book. Play clock at 12 and game clock at 4:45 to go. McCall, the quarterback. This is Cloyd again. He'll get across the 35-yard line out near the 37. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short with 4.5 to go.
Updated score in Bentonville West and South Side at 9:45 left to go in the game. West up 33-14.
All right, so Bentonville West is going to win that one. Fayetteville's going to win the conference tonight with a big win over Heritage. And the game of the night in the league right now is Rogers and HAR-BER, which at last check was 21-14. Mounties. 3rd down, we'll call it 2. Cloyd straight ahead, 1st down yardage, 40-yard line. Out to the 43.
Good little pop there by Tajon.
Chains will move. Clock will continue to run at 3:45. For a guy like Carson Cloyd, senior running back, probably doesn't get to play very much. 3 straight carries to end his career. Have something to tell the grandkids about. Now they're going to throw. Pass complete, far side. It's going to be about a 10-yard pickup. Looks like they're going to give him first down yardage down to the 46.
Good shoestring tackle there by Peyton Phipps.
Peyton getting some
Guessing
playing
that's
time.
Landon's brother?
It is. Peyton started at safety last week because of some of the injuries, getting some experience. Young sophomore. Coaches like him a lot. Good size, 6'5", about 175, 6'3",
He's a big dude.
170 pounds. Big dude.
He's a big sophomore.
First down 10, Bentonville, ball at the 46. Springdale showing blitz. They're going to throw it again. McCall, near side. Pass going to be caught, but dragged down. Peyton Phipps on the tackle.
Another
Nice
great play.
there. Pass completed to Jaden Spears. Peyton Phipps there making the stop. Peyton getting some time here. He's going to be a guy that they're going to count on, not just the rest of this year, but into next
forward,
year.
yeah.
He'll be a guy that will get a lot of playing time. Under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Second down, 12. This is Cloyd. Kind of picking his way through. Going to get near the 40-yard line. It's a good pick up there. We get about 7 yards. It'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I believe number 42, Max Quezada, first person to meet him there and drag him down.
All right. The scoreboard showed third down on that play. The down marker shows third down. I'm going to go with the down marker on this.
I am too.
So it'll bring up third down. We'll call it 4 at the 39. Colin Cloyd in the backfield. Double tight end set. This is Cloyd again. He is going to be really close.
He might have fallen forward for it.
And where they're marking him is the 37, so he's going to be about a yard short.
Go for it here if you're Bentonville just to close it out. I mean, you get the first down here, you can knee it out.
So it'll bring up fourth down and less than a yard. 1:15 to go. The first down here will seal the deal. Double tight end set. It's out of the pistol. This is Cloyd straight ahead, and he is going to get the first down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to do it. Clock continues to run here. 53 seconds to go. One kneel down, and this one will be over. Yep, just saw the coaches put the V up. They're going to go into the victory formation, take a knee.
Yeah, only need to do one more here.
McCall takes the snap. He'll take a knee back at the 41. And that is going to do it. Teams are going to head to midfield. Next week, it's for all the marbles. Springdale and Southside will get together for the right to play for a trip to the 7A West, or I guess the 7A playoffs. We'll be on the air at 6:30. 7 o'clock is the kickoff. Our final score tonight, Bentonville 49, Springdale 7. Drew, your final thoughts?
Final thoughts, just a few more just mistakes that just cost you. You know, who knows what happens if you're able to build some momentum. I mean, obviously, not going to sit here at a 47 loss and say that the tables would have been completely turned, but could have had some more positives come out of this game. Now, it's all on the south side. It's all, you got to erase this one, put it all behind you, get ready, win or go home.
That's the stakes next week. Springdale playing for a right to go to the playoffs. Our final score tonight, Bentonville 49, Springdale 7. Appreciate everybody watching for our entire Bulldog Sports Network crew. Good night, everybody.